light put the fire in the air. I'm about to blow this up. Yeah, it's on now. You pop done graduated, broke a little shook 'em off. Twist the game. Train coming, full speed, and nothing stopping this. Everybody happy.
The Vega Pirate Football here on. Great game in the state semifinals here in Georgetown, Texas, at Birkelbach Field, I believe is the name of the field here, an amazing stadium. So here live for I couldn't hear. Hello and welcome back into La Vega Pirate Football here live for La Vega versus Wimberley here in Georgetown, Texas, state semifinal game, and we are set for a great game here in the state semifinals. La Vega coming in 11-3 on the season. Wimberley coming in 12-2, the number 4 ranked team in the state when they were still doing state rankings. Your La Vega Pirates looking to come out with the victory and a chance to head back to AT&T Stadium once again. It would be their 4th trip to state in a decade. So it's been great. It's been great getting a chance to cover this team so far this year. Your La Vega Pirates, not too far down the road out here in Georgetown, getting ready to play in the state semifinal against a really good Wimberley team. Joining me here, I've got Rocky Miller and Roy Gillis here as we're getting ready for this great game. Rocky, what are your first thoughts when you think about this game, La Vega versus Wimberley?
Well, first off, it's December. And in order for teams to be playing in December, there are no imposters at this point in the state semifinals. All the teams are good. Everybody's fortunate enough to play today, be playing today. And so you look for an epic battle today between two 4A powerhouses. As we had a conversation with the other broadcast crew, they reminded us that Wimberley's been to the state finals one year and lost to Carthage, and then they lost to Beeville last year in the semifinals. So this is a year they made it to this point last year, and now, they're going to try to make it back to the state as they did when a couple years ago. Now, Wimberley has some great players on the team. They have Cody Stover and Nolan Wider, and also number 44, Ty Thames. Those guys are going to be guys that are really going to make an impact on the game, and La Vega have to stop those guys. Cody Stover has had an amazing season. He's ran for over 1,500 yards and passed for over 2,600 yards. So he's the true definition of a dual threat quarterback. So I'm looking for a great game, and of course La Vega features none other than Bryson Rowland.
Yeah.
Bryson Rowland is the guy, is the straw that stirs the drink for La Vega. But don't get it twisted, because they have another guy that can move the ball, help to move the ball as well, which is Jabari Thornton, and he's lethal on the outside. He's absolutely lethal on the outside. And then surprisingly, to get this far with a sophomore quarterback, Cody Parr has been solid ever since he's been named the starter on the first district game, and he's been solid the entire game. He won't overwhelm you with his stats or passing through the air. He's a good runner, but the main thing is he operates with so much poise as he kind of orchestrates this offense like a conductor. Where he gets gets involved, he gets the ball to Jabari Thornton, and then he'll also get Marcus Jackson involved at times through the air, along along with let me get my people right, along with Jamarcus Daniel, like he did last week for a deep pass. So and James the Great on the outside has also been tremendous as well. So I look for this to be an amazing matchup of truly a clash of the Titans.
Yeah, this is going to be a real clash of the Titans here today in Georgetown, Texas. I want to thank everybody for listening in with us today as we're getting ready for the state semifinal game scheduled to kick off in about 12 minutes here, folks. So stay tuned and stay locked in as we're thinking about these top players on both sides. Like you said, Bryson Rowland, 4-year starter, 4-year letterman for the La Vega Pirates. He is the de facto leader of this team. He has been the guy that's been here for 4 years, starting on varsity, not just playing on varsity, but starting at running back since his freshman year. He does a little bit of everything for this team. And then, like you talked about, number one, Jabari Thornton, man. I mean, he is a very, very special kid. I remember when his brother was here playing quarterback for La Vega. He's now at Texas State. Jabari's got offers from schools like Ole Miss, Arkansas, Oregon, Baylor. I'd love to see Baylor get a chance to keep some of these kids, but I ain't gonna influence no decision making on here. But he's got offers from guys all around the country already. And then, like you said, you've got the young gun, Courtney Parr, who shows so much poise throughout this year. Since he's been named the starter since district play, he's done a phenomenal job in leading this team. And like you said, he might not wow you with his stats, but what he does do is he makes the right play. He makes the right play each drive for this team. And I'm excited to see these two teams match up against each other. Super talented kids on both sides of the ball. It's going to be fun getting a chance. It's going to be fun getting a chance to watch both of these teams play each other. Right now we're scheduled for a kickoff in about 10 minutes is what it's looking like. So we'll take it over to we've got an interview from the head coach of Wimberley is going to we have an interview with him as we got a chance to talk to him, Coach Doug Warren, earlier. And we'll go ahead and play that interview for you guys.
All right. We are here with Wimberley head coach Doug Warren. Coach Warren, how are you doing today?
Man, I'm doing great today. Anytime that you're a football coach in Texas and you're getting to coach football at this time, it's a great day.
Absolutely. Football in December in Texas means you're doing something right?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Okay, so we know that you all are going to be playing in the state semifinal game this Friday against La Vega. Before we talk about that game, it's been a very successful season for you all this year. You guys are 12-2 overall and were a perfect 6-0 in district. What has the season been like this year for your team?
Well, it's been a year of growth. I mean, we started off with, last year I think we graduated 30 some odd seniors, and so had a little bit more youth than what we've had in the past several seasons. So I thought that that this team, I knew we wouldn't be as good early as we have been the past couple of years, but I thought we had a chance if we would get some of these younger kiddos to come along and keep improving that we might be better than we have been in the last couple of years. And so, I had the expectations kind of similar to La Vega. They probably never change. You always expect to play at a championship level year in and year out. So those things didn't ever change for this group. But I'm proud of the way they've grown. They continue to improve each week, and so like I said, I'm pleased with them, and I like where we're at right now at this point.
And you guys, were pretty dominant in district, 6-0. And a lot of those games, you kind of won going away, putting up a bunch of points, 59 points, a couple of times, 56-0 against Smithville. Just kind of talk about how your team kind of got better as they went in and through the district part of the schedule.
Well, I think a huge part of that was, and there's really a couple of components, but number one, our offensive line didn't get to play together. The five that we kind of thought going in the season, these are going to be our five best linemen. We didn't get those guys to play together till midway through district. There were some injuries, there was some sickness, stuff like that just kind of prevented that from happening. And so halfway through the district, that group started playing together. And as well as I do, those guys up front, man, they're so vital to the success of your team, whether it's the offense or defensive line. And so I think as district rolled along and that group got more comfortable playing together, and now they've continued that through the playoffs, that's been a huge boost to why we've been, so successful in the back end of our season. Another reason too is we've got 6 sophomores that log considerable time for us, and in the start of the season, a lot of times those sophomores, you can hide one of them, sometimes maybe 2, but when you got 6 out there, sometimes it's tough to do that. But those young men have bought into what we do. They've settled in now, and they know the expectations, and now they're really comfortable. I think early in the year they were kind of head was spinning a little bit as far as schemes and the things we were putting on them and that sort of stuff. But that's kind of settled down now, and now they just go out there and play fast and don't have to think so much while they're out on the field.
Okay, and like I say, this Friday is the state semifinal. You are meeting up with La Vega. What do you know about the Pirates Ball Club?
Well, I've been in this, been coaching now. This is my 36th year, so I know the throughout the years, La Vega has always put a quality product out on the field. We haven't ever played them, which is kind of strange, being that we both had pretty successful programs. But the thing that when you pop in tape, you can tell after just a handful of plays what type of team you're fixing to play without really diving into their scheme or anything. I'll pop in tape and I'm just going to watch both sides of the ball and kind of see who these guys are. And so defensively, you look out there and man, it's an athletic group. It's a physical group. They'll run to the ball. They're gonna get a hat on you. You can tell that they are well coached. There's not many holes in their defense, and where you try to find somewhere to attack them, you can't really find any. And I don't expect to find hardly any, to be honest with you, in a state semifinal game. And then you flip it around, you watch offense. Big up front, big offensive line that can knock you off the ball and reset the line of scrimmage. Dynamic running back that can go at any time. A quarterback that can do it all, and then you got good receiving core. And so I know what we're going to get on Friday night. It's going to be a well coached, very disciplined football team. It's going to take our very best efforts against those guys to come out victorious.
All right, well, Coach, thank you for your time, and good luck to you guys on Friday night.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Cedric. Appreciate you calling.
Well, that was Coach Doug Warren for the Wimberley Texans, as Wimberley and La Vega getting ready to kick off in a few minutes here, folks. Stay tuned and stay locked in right here on La Vega Pirate Football here on 94.5 FM. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. When we come back, it's going to be game time. So get ready and stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back after this short break.
Hey guys, it's Rocky and Keisha, and at Prosperity Tax Service, we're all about convenience. We get it. Life is busy. Your time is valuable. That's why we've streamlined the entire process to be as hassle-free as possible.
No more sifting through piles of paperwork or spending hours at an office. With Prosperity Tax Service, you can handle your taxes from the comfort of your own home.
Your financial data is in safe hands with us through our secure and user-friendly customer portal at prosperitytax.com. It's your one-stop shop for all things tax-related. Log in anytime, from anywhere, whether it's from your couch or on the go.
We are experienced tax professionals, well-versed in handling a variety of tax situations. Receive genuine assistance and competitive pricing from real tax professionals who've seen it all.
We're marking 2 decades as a community-based enterprise here in Waco, Texas. So call us at 254-235-5662 or log on to www.prosperitytax.com. Thanks, guys.
The Friday night lights are on.
Hello, sports fans.
The practice time is over.
Are you ready?
And La Vega Pirates football is on the air on KWBT-FM, Waco, Temple, Killeen.
Let's get straight to it.
Magic 94.5 and 94.5 The Beat.
Ready, set.
Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports.
Are you looking for something new and unforgettable in Waco? Come to the Blazing Asian, where authentic Cambodian flavors meet creative culinary flair. Voted People's Choice as Waco's #1 Asian restaurant since 2019 by both the Wacoan Magazine and the Waco Tribune Herald. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin, we're serving up family recipes with a twist. Blazing Asian egg rolls are rolled fresh daily, and their sauces or marinades are made in-house with love. Stop by today. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin. And for Baylor students, enjoy 10% off with your student ID.
Lighthouse Streaming, a full-scale media agency and your go-to source for all things audio and video. Is your church long overdue for audio and video upgrades? Call Lighthouse Streaming for a free consultation. Does your corporate or church event need audio or video production? Don't stress. Call the guys at Lighthouse Streaming. In business since 2017, Lighthouse Streaming has produced hundreds of live events and completed dozens of church and venue installations. Whatever your AV needs are, Lighthouse Streaming has you covered. Give them a call at 254-252-4206. That's 254-252-4206. Or go to lighthousestreaming.com and set up your free consultation.
Hello and welcome back to Georgetown, Texas. We are here live for La Vega Pirate football. La Vega in the state semifinals getting ready to take on the Wimberley Texans. I am Jalen Gillis, here joined by Rocky Miller and Roy Gillis as we are getting ready for what should be a great game. Winner of this one gets a chance to go to Jerry World and a chance to win a state title for La Vega. That will be their 4th trip in a decade, heading to Jerry World for a chance to play for the state title.
This is an exciting time of year, man. La Vega's here. We're playing against a team that has recently played for a state championship a couple years. Everyone knows in our community, La Vega is a dominant program that has played for 3 state championships here recently and won 2. In the last, 6 years?
Yeah.
And so I know my nephew had the privilege, Dante Stewart had the privilege of playing on that 2018 state championship team. And here we are again with La Vega having a chance to go to the state finals again, playing against Wimberley as they kick the ball off.
So they kick this one off. Wimberley going to receive to start the game. They're going to get this one at about the 10-yard line, and they'll be brought down just past the 20. And here comes this La Vega Pirate defense.
Yeah, the La Vega Pirate defense has, for most of the year, they've been pretty solid. But last week they played kind of a bend but don't break style defense. Sealy was able to get inside the red zone a couple times, and La Vega was able to turn them away. This game is going to be, I think this team is similar to Sealy, where they have a much like Sealy, they had a quarterback that was dominated in the running game, and also he was their passer. And I think our guy Cody Stover is similar from Wimberley.
So here they go, 1st down and 10, ball just at about the 20-yard line. They're going to come out, 3 wide receivers set, like you said. The star of the show here, folks, you'll hear us call his name all game for Wimberley, is Cody Stover. We're talking about 4,000 total yards of offense just by himself with passing and running the ball. Looks like they're going to get a penalty to start this game up, and that's going to back them up just a little bit behind the stick. So it's going to be a 1st and 15 as they start on this slightly rainy day here out in Georgetown, Texas. 1st down, 1st and 15, 3 wide receiver set. Stover's going to get the ball. He drops back to pass. He'll roll outside the pocket. He'll let this go, and it's going to be a hit that jars this one loose as he tried to get to his intended target that time, Ty Thames.
Yeah, Ty Thames was open, but Deontay Good separated the gentleman from the football. That was number 44 for Wimberley. And his name is
Ty Thames.
Ty Thames.
Yes.
Ty Thames. Looks like we have – they will play multiple running backs, but on that first play, number 22, Maverick Jacobs joined him in the backfield.
Looks like they're going to try a little bit of wildcat action to start this second play. 2nd down and 15. It's going to be a straight QB keeper, straight up the middle as they get it down short of the 1st and 10 marker. So it's going to be 3rd and about 9. They just get past.
It didn't look like they picked up many yards there, but you look up, they have a 6-yard gain setting up 3rd and 9. The penalty on the first play of the game kind of set them back, put them at 1st and 15. They picked up 6 yards there. Again, this is a situation where La Vega's defense wasn't able to get off the field last week. Let's see, can they get Wimberley off the field here?
3rd down, spread wide receiver motion. We've got Stover going to throw out of the backfield. He gets his intended target, and he's going to have enough for the 1st down. So that time they spread the field out. He rolls outside of the pocket with some play action, gets it to his open man. They pick up enough for that 1st.
Yeah, that pass was to Maverick Jacobs in the flat. It looks like Maverick started on the opposite side of the field, and he went over to the left and was wide open after getting some pressure.
So 1st down and 10, ball on the 32-yard line now after they pick up the 1st down. 3 wide receiver set. This one's going to be a QB keeper. He tries to get to the outside. La Vega speed catching up to him, and they're going to bring him down after about a 6-yard gain. Had a pretty wide open lane there, but he got to see the speed of this La Vega defense up close and personal that time.
The speed showed up, Jalen, but if you look at the down and distance, they picked up another 6 yards on that run play.
Yeah.
Again, this is favorable down and distance, 2nd and 4. Wimberley's entire playbook is open as Stover lines up.
2nd down and 4 with 10 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in this 1st quarter. Wimberley with the ball. They're going to pump fake on the screen. He's going to keep it. He's going to have enough for the 1st down. He's still moving. He gets all the way down to the La Vega 40-yard line. So they fake the screen. They pull the lineman out. Not sure if that was a called fake screen or if he just read that play and said, I'm going to take off with this football.
Yeah, I think he was under pressure, and he was trying to throw the screen play. They jumped up and they were all over that screen play. Good thing that Amir Gibson and Rowland were able to run him down, and that was Caden Rowland making the tackle on that play.
So 1st down and 10, ball all the way to the 40-yard line. This one's going to be a play-action rollout. Stover's going to keep it, and Stover's going to head to the ground. A sack by La Vega's defense as they step up in a big way and get a sack.
That's Jace Wiley. I think he's had a sack in the last 4 games, at least the last 3 games that I've called. He put immediate pressure there on Stover, and Stover in looking at Stover in the rest in previous games, he was able to get out of that pressure, but Jace Wiley was able to get him to the ground. So now you set up. Look, it's about 2nd and 19, and what do you got here, Jalen?
Yep, they're going to go 4 wide receivers out. I'm sure they're going to keep the ball in the hands of Stover. This La Vega defense has got 59 tackles for loss on the season and 30 sacks. They just made it 31 after that last play. 2nd down and long. Stover's going to keep this one. Tries to go up the middle. He's going to be met right away just past the line of scrimmage as this La Vega front 7 right now starting to take over in this 1st quarter.
And guess who? Caden Rowland makes the tackle again. On that running play, they were able to hold him to about 3 yards, right? So now they're set up what looks to be about 3rd and 17 again. La Vega has to get off the field in these situations. They can't. Their defense, this is a favorable situation for the La Vega defense. Again, they weren't able to get him off on 3rd down early in their drive. Let's see, can they get him off the field here?
So 3rd and 17, they're going to go empty set. Stover in the backfield by himself. He drops back. Stover rolls out to his right. Stover looks down the field, finds a man. He's open. They catch this one. He is going to be short of the 1st down yardage, though, even though it is a good gain. And we'll see right now, does Wimberley keep their offense out here on the field?
Yeah, I think this is 4-down territory.
Yeah.
I don't see in this weather, it's kind of damp and rainy, kicking almost a 50-yard field goal.
Yeah.
So let's see, can La Vega get off? It's 4th and 5 right here.
4th and 5. Can La Vega's defense get off the field? Looks like
you know what's happening here is they're keeping Bryson Rowland. Their offense is playing defense by keeping Bryson Rowland off the field.
So they've got trips to the left. They're one running back in the backfield with Stover. Stover's going to roll out to his left. Stover looks, finds a man, gets it, the catch. It is enough for the 1st down. Move the chains once again for the Wimberley Texans as they pick up another crucial 4th down right there.
Yeah, that's Jace Morales who caught that play. But I say the key to this, you got to stop them on 3rd and 17. You let them pick up about 13 yards. That makes the fourth down, going for it on 4th down possible. And again, Wimberley has the ball driving deep in La Vega territory.
So 1st down and 10 once again for La Vega. 7:50 left to go here in the first quarter. Wimberley's had it the whole time. A QB keeper for Stover. Stover is going to keep moving the pile, and Stover is going to be brought down after a 9-yard run on 1st down. Big-time run by Cody Stover. And like we said, this guy's got 1,400 rushing yards and 26 rushing touchdowns. This is what he does week in and week out.
Yeah, so far it's been Stover right, Stover left, Stover back to pass. Stover right, Stover left, Stover back to pass. Like I say, that looks like their game plan today. It's not really complex today.
2nd down and 1 after the 9-yard gain. They've got the ball all the way on the 14-yard line of La Vega in the red zone, knocking on the door of the end zone. They'll hand this one up the middle, and he's got an open room. He's going to score. They get their first touchdown of the game. Maverick Jacobs gets a 14-yard run. Wimberley takes up 5 minutes off the time clock, drives down the field, converting multiple 3rd downs to do it, and they score in their opening drive.
Hey, and Jalen, he's still not down in 2-hand touch.
Yeah.
He was able to get the ball right off the left side there. It looked like they had a down block, and he was able to get the ball and just walk in for a touchdown from about 11 yards out. Again, that was a very methodical drive by Wimberley. They were able to control the ball and, more importantly, keep Bryson rolling and that La Vega offense off the field.
Coming up next, we got Bryson rolling in this La Vega offense coming onto the field. 7-0 lead for the Wimberley Texans. We'll take a very short break, and we'll be right back after this.
The Friday night lights are on.
Hello, sports fans.
The practice time is over.
Are you ready?
And La Vega Pirates football is on the air on KWBT-FM, Waco, Temple, Killeen.
Let's get straight to it.
Magic 94.5 and 94.5 The Beat.
Ready, set.
Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports.
And welcome back to the action here on 94.5, where we are the flagship station for La Vega Pirate football. We're here live in Georgetown, Texas, for the state semifinals. Wimberley Texans just went on a 5-minute drive, methodically down the field. They've got a 7-0 lead on your La Vega Pirates.
Yeah, I don't think that first drive, they could have scripted that first drive any better. They had 2 critical downs, 3 really. You're talking 3rd and 9, just outside on their own 20, and then they drove the ball across the 50 and converted a 4th down. So those were key drives. Looks like they're going to do the little pooch kick.
And they do pooch kick this one. Looks like Good was able to pick it up. He's going to be brought down about at the 17-yard line. So this time the pooch kick worked in their favor, not like we saw a few weeks ago when they tried to pooch kick against La Vega a couple times. This one worked. La Vega's going to have to drive down the field all the way as they're going to start with the ball on about the 18-yard line.
Yeah, this is going to be a really interesting point of the game. I don't know if La Vega's been down the last few weeks in the playoffs. So let's see if La Vega can answer that Wimberley touchdown.
So here they come for the first time. The young gun, Courtney Parr, under center. They're going to come out in a 2-back set, 2 receivers. Parr's going to hand this one off to Roland, and Roland's going to be hit right away after he picks up a short gain of about a few yards.
I think that's Elbert Jones.
Oh, that was Elbert Jones.
I think that's Elbert Jones carrying the ball on that first down. Wimberley was able to keep him to a 1-yard gain. Looked like there might have been something there early in that run, but they were able to get Elbert down. Let's see what they have here. They looks like they're trying to get other people involved in this, and let's see how it goes.
They're going to be keyed in on Bryson Rowland all game long. 2nd down and 9 now. They're going to drop back. Courtney Parr drops back, looks down the field. He's got a man open, able to hit his man, and he's going to be brought down at about the 50-yard line. Big time throw and catch to the big playmaker right there in Jabari Thornton. Picks up a first down and some for La Vega.
It looked like the defender may have had a play on that ball, But Courtney Parr rifled that in to Thornton. Thornton was able to – looks like he maybe, bobbled it a bit. But if he were able to keep that clean, he would catch that clean. He would have had a chance to turn around and boogie down the field. But right now they're just outside the 50-yard line.
So it looks like they're going to start at about the 49. They're going to hand this one off, or fake handoff to Roland. Then it's going to be a play-action catch all the way down the field, the 5. Touchdown, La Vega Pirates. They get down the field in only a few plays. Jabari Thornton strikes again as La Vega gets into the end zone. A chance to tie this game up.
That's just a plain old slant right there. And, again, getting the ball to Thornton 2 times on this drive, and that's 3 plays, and then you get a touchdown. They ran – again, look at this. They've tied the game up, and guess what? Bryson Rowland hadn't even touched the ball yet.
Hadn't even got the chance to get any green on that jersey yet, as La Vega a chance to tie it up right here for the extra point attempt. Great play call, 2 great play calls back-to-back. And we're seeing the young gun, Courtney Parr, hasn't been in this moment before. Here he is stepping up, 2 lasers down the field to get them for a score as La Vega ties it up with the extra point attempt here. 7-7 is the score with 5:43 left to go here in this first quarter. Rocky, looks like we got ourselves a good game here.
Yeah, it does look like they have a good game. I think they caught Wimberley in a man-to-man defense. We talked to the other broadcast crew, the Wimberley broadcast crew, early in the game, and he alluded to the fact that they have a shutdown defender. They have somebody who they believe that probably can shut down Jabari Thornton. Let me say this. Jabari Thornton is a top-level D1 recruit. Mm-hmm. Generally speaking, at this level, there are very few guys who can really match up with him one-on-one. Jalen, do you foresee them changing that plan moving forward?
I think they're going to have to. When he told us it in the pregame, I was thinking to myself, yeah, he's been shut down. He hadn't played Jabari Thornton though yet, and they got a little dose of Jabari Thornton on that first drive. As that drive pretty much exclusively by him. It was one other play to Elbert Jones that only picked up a yard, but all the rest of the yardage goes exclusively to Jabari Thornton.
And another thing on that drive, there was 2 pass plays there, and I don't think anybody touched Courtney Parr on either one of those plays. So you have the offensive line being able to protect. You have Courtney Parr being able to deliver the football down the field. And here we are in Georgetown with a tie ball game.
Like you said, Rocky, Zero hadn't even got the ball yet. And from just what we've picked up pregame from a few guys on this team, they're keyed in on Bryson Rowland, and they're a little bit scared of him. As they kick this one off, it's going to be caught at about the 10. He'll bring it all the way down to about the 25-yard line. The ball's out. Ball's out, and we'll see which way will they point. The ball is out, and he's pointing towards the La Vega side. La Vega forces a fumble. The ref's talking it over. Will La Vega's offense come back out? This could be a turning point in the game, and I believe La Vega's offense getting ready to come back out on the field. They force a turnover on the kickoff. They're going to get this ball at about the 30-yard line.
On that play, it tickles me as I was watching it. And he fumbles the ball. But they almost tackled number 9, Connor Michael, as he was running down to cover the kick. I'm like, they're literally tackling the guy trying to cover the kick. And he probably would have made the tackle had they tackled him. However, it works out much better now that you got a fumble right on the sidelines in front of the La Vega bench.
La Vega's offense gets the ball back, ball on the 30-yard line. Courtney Parr is going to throw this right back to Jabari Thornton. Jabari Thornton moving down the field. He'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line after he picks up enough for another La Vega first down. Jabari Thornton, 3 for 3 on his catches. He's already north of 50, 60 yards, and we're in the first quarter of this game.
Yeah, that second play was a 51-yard touchdown. Here we have him set up. He got about 15 yards there. They're playing man-to-man, Jalen. I understand, thinking that you have the manpower to stop him, but how long are they going to go with this man-to-man defense?
They hand this one off to Bryson Rowland. Bryson Rowland's going to take this right into the end zone. La Vega Pirates go up after trailing 7-0 with 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Now with 5 minutes left to go, La Vega Pirates are up 13-7.
Well, Bryson Rowland just took it off right there, and he walked in the end zone. again, he's not down in two-hand touch either. So the La Vega defense, the Vega offensive line has really shown me something early in this game. I thought Wimberley's size may be a problem, but they look like they've been able to handle Wimberley really good in the interior. If Wimberley's gonna have any chance at stopping La Vega or even controlling them, they're gonna have to figure a way to get some pressure on Courtney Parr, or they're gonna have to get some penetration so they can stop Roland, because Roland has 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
And right now, both of those dudes look unguardable. And these are the guys we talked about before the game. We talked about a Bryson Roland. We talked about a Jabari Thornton as they're getting ready to come out here to get lined up for kickoff. Like you said, if they don't get out of that man-to-man, it's going to be a long night for that Wimberley defense. I'm not going to lie. It's if you stay in that man-to-man, it's just like Rocky, you talked about before, your time playing Madden. If you're not going to get out that man-to-man, I'm going to keep hitting you over the head with these slants and with these go balls. And right now, it's working to perfection for the La Vega Pirates.
Roy, I want to say something here. We've had one of our followers, one of our listeners say, hey, I'm so glad Jalen is there calling the game. What are they trying to say, Roy, about last week?
Rock, are y'all getting me on this feed?
Yeah, no. I don't have you in my ear. Yeah, it looks like go ahead, Roy.
We'll come back to it. Just table that. We'll come back to that.
Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it to whoever said that in the comments. I do very much appreciate it. La Vega kicking this one back off, and now they're going to receive it from about the 5-yard line. They'll be down, and looks like he just dove forward. He ain't even want nobody to come and try to punch that ball out, as they're going to get down at about the 22-yard line. Wimberley's offense back on the field after La Vega scores 14 unanswered.
Hey, I'd like to thank everybody who's listening on Magic 94.5, also on YouTube, and today we even have a stream going on Twitter as well. We had to bring our big guns out for this big game, and as you guys know, if you listen to Primetime Sports Show, you know Jalen is an amazing broadcaster, and so we're glad to have him here with us.
Well, I do appreciate it, and I'm glad to be here. Wimberley drops back, first down and 10, ball on the 20-yard line. He's going to have to throw this one into the dirt. Looks like they tried to set up another screen right there. La Vega's sniffing these screens out. They had a couple guys going downfield as well. That wasn't working either.
Yeah, it looks like they were trying to slip the running back in the flat, and he just wasn't there. Let's see what happens. See, this is another situation for La Vega, second and long. In this situation, in the pre-first drive, they just run the ball up the middle with Stover and pick up 6 or 7 yards. Looks like they're going to do an outside pass, and they may have even lost a couple on that flare pass right there.
Yeah, they try to get it out quick to the running back, and that one just doesn't get anything going. They lose a couple of yards.
They must see something with getting the back out. Well, I can tell you what. Last week when Roy and I was calling the game, they kept slipping number 25 out for Seeley in some crucial situations, and he had some big games. Maybe they saw that on film and see if La Vega's made an adjustment. Obviously they have, and so we have Wimberley here with another third and long.
Third and long, empty backfield. Stover's going to drop back. They got pressure. Stover rolls out to his right. Stover gets this one across the field. Couldn't connect with his intended receiver. Tried to get it to Jace Catrona that time. Unable to connect with them. Fourth down, and for the first time, we're going to see somebody's punting unit tonight.
I think we got to give Mr. Warren Richardson Jr., the accountant, some credit on that play. He got really quick pressure on Stouffer, which forced him to bail out to his right and get the ball out under duress. And so he wasn't able to make an accurate pass. They're able to get Wimberley off the field.
They get Wimberley off the field pretty quickly here. We're going to see this La Vega offense with another chance.
Do you fake it here?
And I think that's what La Vega is ready for. But they do kick this one off, and La Vega says, we're not going to stick anybody back there. Wherever you guys down the ball is where you down it. La Vega's going to get good field position. That's
great observation, Jalen. You saw that La Vega was not even they were in punt safe or maybe even a defensive call right there. There was nobody deep. They weren't going to get caught on that. at all.
They didn't want to take any chances. Already had a couple wacky things happen on special teams in this game and we're early in this first quarter.
They have the ball at great field position, though, and I look, let's see in this play, are they going to stay in that man-to-man? You got to understand they also have Mr. DeGrade out there as well if they're going to continue in that man-to-man defense, and maybe they'll give Mr. DeGrade a shot at trying to get down the field.
So ball on the 45-yard line. The Vega starts with it. They're going to hand this one to Roland. Roland gets to the outside, and he makes about 3 people miss before he gets out for a 6 or 7 yard gain. And, man, sometimes Bryson Roland just makes this look a little easy out here on this field.
Yeah, he was out there shaking and baking and just gently stepped out of bounds. That was a pickup of 8. So the playbook is wide open again on second and 2. This would be a great time to get the ball to Thornton again if they line up in that man-to-man. Let's see it. It looks like they're back in it.
Yeah, they're back in the man-to-man. I only see one safety high. They're going to give this one back to Roland. Roland goes right back to the left side. Roland gets up the field, picks up enough for the first down. Looks like they try to get a slight late hit out of bounds. Not too late, so no flags there as they want to enforce their will a little bit and let them know that they're here too. But right now, La Vega driving the ball with ease.
Like I say, they're running the ball, passing the ball at will. La Vega has the full complement of their
test.
Yeah, you're in.
So first down after that run, they're going to drop back. Courtney Parr looks down the field. He's got a man, Jabari Thornton, and just overshoots him a little bit.
That's a miss right there. He was open.
He was
now,
open.
Again, that's a safe throw because he did put it outside on the boundary. And I'm not going to say that was a bad pass in that he didn't put the ball anywhere where the defender could get it. But he did miss Thornton on that play. So let's look at him here. They're running tempo, looks like.
Second down and 10. Courtney Parr evades pressure, throws the ball down the field. Once again, he's got a man open. Once again, this time it is a touchdown. He didn't miss that one, as this one is a touchdown. Courtney Parr throws another strike over the head, and all questions about Courtney Parr coming to this game are being answered in this first quarter. They are winning in this ball game, and Courtney Parr continues to throw dimes down the field. Looks like that was Elbert Jones that he caught that time over the top on that play. They're spreading around the wealth right now.
I think that's number 9. Connor Michael, who caught that pass.
Pulling for for La Vega, Dalen Pulling. That they hit over the top on that play. And right now, this La Vega offense is rolling. It's 21-7 with 3:27 left to go here in this first quarter. 21 points scored in a row for this La Vega offense.
Yeah, man, this is what it's looked like during the playoffs, the entire run that we've been calling the game. It looks like La Vega's defense, I'm not going to say struggle, but they failed to get Wimberley off the field on some third and long situations. However, their offense came back on the field and with really 3 plays and tied the game back up. But since that point, it's been all La Vega. They Wimberley returned the kickoff fumble. La Vega got the ball. Bryson Rowland walked in for a 10-yard touchdown. Wimberley goes 3 and out. They punt. La Vega gets the ball at midfield. And I think was that 3 plays. A long run 2 runs by Bryson. Incomplete pass where I said that Courtney Parr missed him to the outside. And then he says, hey, Rocky, here's one for you. And he throws a dot right in the middle of the field on a post play. It's been I don't think this game could have started any better. What do you think so far, Roy?
Well, Rocky, I'm still back on the play before. If they didn't hold the ball and you got a kickoff return here. On the series before, it was holding on this end. I saw it too. If they wouldn't have held, if they were running back to kick, the fumble, maybe he would have made the tackle. He wouldn't have had that fumble and opened up these gates. But I think one thing that I think is showing right now is 2 things. One is La Vega speed, and second, those non-district games that La Vega had at the beginning of this season that really prepared them for this level. And they look very poised on the field, even with going down by 7.
Yeah, they went down 7-0 early in this game. Most of the times people get shook up. But like you said, that pre-district schedule really shaped and helped form this team for La Vega. So here comes Wimberley. First down and 10. Ball's on the 20-yard line. Stover is going to try to run up the middle. He is hit immediately, as it's going to be second down and 9 after that very short gain by Cade Stover.
Yeah, that defensive tackle, I think Cade Balch, he just manhandled that guard, threw him away, discarded him, and grabbed Stouffer and took him to the ground for no gain. Roy, I want to ask you this, with them coming back 21 unanswered, and the way they did it, really featuring the quarterback, does that answer any questions that anybody may have by La Vega having a sophomore quarterback?
I'll come in after this.
So second down, and they'll hand it right back to Stover. He'll keep it. He gets about 4 or 5 yards. They're going to set up a third and about 6.
Yeah, the quarterback part, he's impressed all year long. So I'm not surprised. This is a sophomore quarterback, and I'm just telling you, you put a couple of more years, or at least one more year with this kid, you're gonna have a problem in Central Texas with this kid. He is. I think this is a D1 quarterback.
Yeah, with the way he's been playing all year long, it's hard to not say that, especially seeing that he's only a sophomore. Third down and 6. Stover's going to roll out to his left. He's got pressure. Stover has to step back up in the pocket. Gets out to his right, trying to pick up enough for the first down. La Vega gets to him, and he's going to be brought down just short of the first down marker. And I can tell that Stover is having to adjust to the speed of this La Vega defense. This is a guy, like I said, 1,400 rushing yards, 26 touchdowns, running the ball at the quarterback position. And right now, this La Vega defense catching up to him.
Yeah, Warren Richardson on that play missed him the first time, was able to run and catch up to him and get him out of bounds. This is fourth down here again. They're down by 14 in the first quarter. Do you take any chance here, Roy, and do some trickeration here on fourth down and try to continue this drive?
Normally, I would say no, because this is early, but they hadn't showed any signs of stopping the La Vega offense, so anything's up for grabs right now.
And La Vega's defense going to line up in their cover point formation. They're not worried about fielding the ball. Just at this point, just throw the ball out, like Mark Aguirre said, and we'll go get it and go score.
I want to ask you something, Roy, as we can we stay here, Jalen, and during this? What did you think about the strategy so far of the Wimberley defense believing that that man-to-man could have been effective tonight?
Well, I would have to allude to a quote by a famous boxer. Everybody's got a plan until they get hit in the mouth. And so, the guy that's covering him is their best receiver from what I understand.
Yeah.
So on paper, it looks like it. But I think you can't really appreciate the speed of number one for La Vega until you get in front of him. And so far, they ain't stayed in front of him long.
Looked like they've – I see 22 out there. They're in a zone now, guys.
Yeah, this is what you call adjustments. First down and 10. Ball is on the 35-yard line. La Vega has it. Courtney Parr going to stretch the field once again. Has a man down the field. This time just overshoots him. And, I mean, these receivers for La Vega are getting behind the defense of Wimberley right now. Courtney Parr missed him that time, overshot him, but he was open.
Yeah, that didn't look like the zone. Looked like they lined up in the zone look, but it converted to a man-to-man once the ball was snapped. I just, as I look at this, and I hate to harp on it, it's just that La Vega has a D1 wide receiver, and generally at this level you don't have the ability to match up man-to-man. So you usually deploy some type of strategy to double-team your best wide receiver.
So second down and 10 after they miss downfield. They're going to hand this one off to Rowland. Rowland finds a crease. Rowland still moving down the field. Rowland shakes off another defender, and he's finally brought down in Wimberley territory at about the 37-yard line after a big-time run from Bryson Rowland.
Yeah, that's a looks like a 26-yard gain on the play. They're not doing any better stopping Bryson Rowland as well. So.
Let me say this real quick. All of you that are watching on the different platforms, let us know where you are watching from. If you're on social media, listening on those platforms. Let us know what city and who you're pulling for out here, and we'll definitely answer you in the chat.
First down and 10. They hand this right back to Bryson Rowland. Bryson Rowland gets brought down this time after a short pickup of only about a yard as they move forward. Second down and about 9 coming up. But right now it's been thunder and lightning with Bryson Rowland and Jabari Thornton. They're going back to these two guys. They're unstoppable, and Courtney Parr is doing a phenomenal job of distributing the ball to everybody.
Yeah, Courtney Parr is playing sensational. He's thrown a couple incompletions, but everything he's thrown up to this point it's been the right play, though. Mm-hmm. He may have missed the receiver, but it's the right play. So he's playing sensational. And that's one of the things I had concerns about having a sophomore in this situation, deep in the playoffs against a playoff-tested program. I thought their plan may be to put the game on Courtney's back, and so far he's responded.
Yeah, he's responding in a big way. We got a timeout by La Vega. We'll keep it here for right now. Timeout as they decide what they're going to run here on this second down and 9. Going to be on about the 37-yard line. He's stepped up in a huge way. He has not been in this predicament before. He's new to this situation. This is the state semifinal game. This is a sophomore quarterback. He's stepped up and he's made almost every single throw in this game, and he's throwing lasers. He's not throwing 5-yard outs, or he's not throwing 8-yard slants out here. He's letting it go down the field.
Yeah, it's bombs over Baghdad.
Yeah, he's getting over. They've seen something in this Wimberley defense that they feel like they can take advantage of, and right now it's that secondary.
Yeah, speed kills is the adage that we all know in football, and also that we got something happening on 94.5. Well, I think everybody that's listening on 94.5, all of you back in Waco, we have endeavored to continue to keep this broadcast coming to you. This is all about the kids and the community. Thank you for tuning in. And starting on Monday, we got a new show coming to 94.5, Centex Primetime, that's been on the HD channel, 94 in Infinity Sports. Well, it will also be on 94.5 on the dial starting at 5 o'clock weekdays, hosted by our play-by-play guy, Jalen Gillis. So we're looking forward to that starting on Monday.
Yep, that will be on Monday, folks. La Vega comes back out after the timeout. First, it's going to be second down. They're going to drop back.
They're bombing again.
Throws it downfield to Thornton. Thornton tries to make the adjustment, still almost catches it, but pass interference as number 16, Ethan Talley, has just had enough at this point. And he said, I'm going to yank you down to the ground before you get another touchdown on me in this first quarter. Does that, and it is a pass interference. La Vega will move the ball down the field.
On that play, Courtney kind of slightly underthrew him, but it was a tremendous adjustment by Jabari Thornton. And I think Mr. Talley decided enough is enough. Like you said, I'll just tackle him, and I'll take the 15-yard penalty, and we'll live with it. I think and that's the right play in that situation, in my opinion.
And actually didn't underthrow it. Thornton just ran too fast, man. Ran too fast.
So first down after that, and they'll give it to Bryson Rowland. Bryson Rowland gets it outside. He's at the 10-yard line. Throws a guy out of the club, then brought down at about the 6-yard line after a big run once again by Bryson Rowland. That's going to bring us to the end of this first quarter.
I mean, Bryson Rowland can't be that strong. Number 30, Luke German, just looked like he, cartoon strength. You know what I mean? He literally lifted him off the ground and threw him 5 yards out of bounds.
So that's the end of the first quarter. Your La Vega Pirates up 21-7 here at the end of the first. We'll be right back for the start of the second quarter. Stay tuned. Stay locked in.
Are you looking for something new and unforgettable in Waco? Come to the Blazing Asian, where authentic Cambodian flavors meet creative culinary flair. Voted People's Choice as Waco's #1 Asian restaurant since 2019 by both the Wacoan Magazine and the Waco Tribune Herald. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin, we're serving up family recipes with a twist. Blazing Asian egg rolls are rolled fresh daily, and their sauces or marinades are made in-house with love. Stop by today. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin. And for Baylor students, enjoy 10% off with your student ID.
NSJ Event Co., one of the premier event designers in Central Texas and a Centex Sports Network supporter. Voted Waco Awards Event Planner of the Year 2021, NSJ Event Co. is your go-to source for event planning. Whether it's your next baby shower, birthday bash, wedding, or retirement party, NSJ Event Co. will bring out the elegance, class, and style your event deserves. Call NSJ Event Co. at the number on the screen or scan the QR code to schedule a free consultation. NSJ Event Co., where the party lady takes care of all your event needs.
And welcome back to Georgetown, Texas, where we are at Berklebach Field here in Georgetown on their sports complex. La Vega Pirates in the state semifinal game, up 21-7, taking on
Say that
Wimberley
name again, Jalen.
Texans, 21-7, just in that first quarter for the La Vega Pirates as they're knocking on the door for another touchdown here in the red zone already.
What's the name of this field?
Berklebach.
All right.
Berkelbach.
Yeah, I got you. I'll take your word for it.
Your guess is as good as mine. First down. They'll hand this one off to Bryson Rowland. Tries to get to the outside. Cuts. Does a jump cut back inside. Does he have enough for the touchdown? Looks like he does. Bryson Rowland, first play of the second quarter, gets into the end zone. This is going to be a 27-7 lead for the La Vega Pirates here in this state semifinal game right now, making it look easy.
You know, there's a good contingent of Wimberley fans here.
Oh yeah.
At the field, which leads me to believe that they have a lot of support, and probably they expected to come here and the game to be very competitive. But after scoring a touchdown on their very first drive, La Vega's come here with this extra point with 28 unanswered. Again, I think they were prepared for a very competitive ball game here, but up to this point, with one play into the second quarter, they find themselves down 28-7.
You know, I know that they thought Stover, and how couldn't you think that? He's got almost 50 touchdowns on the season, would come in here and be able to dominate early in this game, and there's still tons of time for him to be able to do that. And I know they watched film on this La Vega defense and saw how fast they were and tried to come out and scheme some things up, but there is a difference in watching that shark on Discovery Channel and then being in the water with that shark. And right now, Wimberley is seeing what it's like to be in the water with that shark. As La Vega, they're battle-tested. They've been here before. These young kids might not have been to state before, but this program has put out state titles over the last decade. They've put out two of them, and right now they've got a chance to go for number 3.
Yeah, it's looking that way, as we see the coaches in the booth next to us. If you were looking at Booth, you couldn't tell that they were up by 21 points. They look focused and pensive as they are as La Vega's about to kick this ball off with a 21-point lead. But again, La Vega their offense have been hitting it on all cylinders, and their defense has been able to get Wimberley off the field. So Wimberley's going to have to do something here to change the momentum of this football game.
They've got some dynamic playmakers here. They're taking this kick back. They'll be brought down at about the 20-yard line. And since that first drive, they haven't been able to get anything going on their offensive side of the ball. But they've got some explosive kids out there on offense. They've got Cody Stover, who we've talked about multiple times in this. They've got big-time receiving threats like a Nolan White out there as well. So who will be the guy that steps up for this Wimberley team? I'm not sure yet, but I wouldn't count this Wimberley team out just yet at all.
No, I wouldn't count them out either. They have a long story program of success with deep runs into the playoffs. Even though La Vega's up right now, I look for Wimberley to come back and make this game a fight.
So first down and 10, ball on the 21-yard line. Stover's going to keep this as a QB keeper, and he gets up the middle. Stover's still churning his legs, and he's going to be brought down after a pretty good run there on first down. And at this point, you're trailing, but there's so much time left. You just got to go to what you know. They get enough to pick up the first down there. Big run on first down.
Looked like they came out offensively with a game plan to kind of spread the ball around and get other people involved. I think now, looking at that play on first down, just run Stover up the middle, pick up 10 yards, I think that looks like they may not have to get too tricky to move the ball.
So first down and 10, once again, they're going to give this right back to Stover. Stover tries to go up the middle. Stover with another good run, picks up about 7 or 8 yards on that first down run. And, hey, they're gonna stick with the horse that got him here in Cody Stover as he moves them down the field.
Well, as they run 10 yards on first down and then 8 yards on the next first down, and looks like the La Vega coaching staff says we've had enough, and so they send Will Kellerman in. Excuse me. They send Ethan Thomas in along with Zay Gonzalez, and they say enough is enough.
And on second down, they run this one right back up the middle, have enough to pick up the first down, about an 8 or 9 yard run there on first down, and they're already at midfield, exclusively provided by Cody Stover.
Yeah, that's just 3 QB powers, and they've moved the ball almost 30 yards down the field. La Vega's going to have to do something here to stop that QB power.
Yeah, and I see them rotating guys in and out. They're going to need – it's going to be a full-team effort in this one because Stover is a battler. And here on first down, he's going to get another QB power right up the middle, and he'll be brought down after about another 8-yard gain once again.
Looks like, again, I think they've said enough is enough. We're gonna lean into our identity, which we are a power running team using our quarterback. And La Vega, up to this point, at the beginning of the second quarters, had trouble stopping them. And so they have the ball inside La Vega territory on 2nd and 2.
2nd down and 2. Now the ball past the 50-yard line, sitting at about the 41. Stover is going to keep this once again. Stover is going to pick up enough for the first down, picks up about a 5 or 6 yard gain on 2nd and 2, gets enough, and they're going to just what they know. They're going to stick to their guns. This is what got them here. And at this point, the offense knows it's score or bust on every single drive. You got to come out and score because this La Vega offense is on fire.
So on first down, they run Zay Gonzalez, Ethan Thomas, and number 66 out, Jaquavian Johnson, and it looks like they're just in what looks like to be a goal line defense. Yeah. Do you check right here and try to pass?
At this point, you got to try to at least take the chance. And Stover is going to go right up the middle once again, and he's going to pick up about – still got the legs moving. He's going to pick up about 6 yards on this run. And Cody Stover right now just showing his willpower on this drive. No one else has touched the ball. It's just him and his lineman out here. And like you said, La Vega came out, no safeties over the top. About 8 people in the box, 8 or 9 guys in the box there with no safeties over the top, and just 2 corners on the outside. They're trying to come out and stop this run, but right now, Wimberley moving people against their will.
Yeah, they may have made the adjustment to, but it's plenty of time left in the game.
Yeah, plenty of time. Now Stover's going to drop back for a pass. Looks down the field. He's got a man open. Will he be able to get the ball there? And is this one almost intercepted as he had a man downfield, and that was Bryson Anderson, but he just looked at him a little bit too late, and by that time, La Vega's defense was able to catch back up to him.
Johnny Hammond made a sensational play.
Yeah.
He was a little bit behind, but he got his head around in enough time to make the adjustment, and what looked to be a possible touchdown almost turned into an amazing play by defensive back Johnny Hammond. So, again, here's a chance to get to put Wimberley in a difficult situation. It's 3rd and 4. I think they got that QB power called again.
3rd and 4. It looks like they might do it. 3 wide receiver set. Stover's going to get this one. QB power right up the middle. He fights through contact, and he's going to have enough to pick up the first down. That time he was hit.
Man, that was close. It looks like Ethan Thomas almost had him in the backfield, wasn't able to bring him down. He stumbled forward for enough to pick up the first down, and it looks to be that Wimberley has the ball 1st and 10 from the La Vega 25, and they're just outside the red zone. And they haven't seen this part of the field since early in the first quarter.
Yeah, since 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter, last time they've been in this part of the field. Here comes Wimberley once again, 1st down and 10. Ball on about the 25-yard line. It's going to be a keeper for Stover. Stover goes up the middle. Stover dives forward, picks up some extra yardage. Another 7-yard run on 1st down. And they just decided, hey, we're going to move the ball methodically down the field. We can't look at the score and try to catch up all in one play. Let's just get down the field and get into the end zone.
This has been all Stover right here, other than one deep pass. He has his hands on his hips now. This is a tough top part of the drive to get tired if you're Stover. It's 2nd and 2, and so let's see what they call here.
3 wide receiver set once again, 2nd down and 2 as they are inside of the red zone. Stover's going to keep this one. Stover goes right up the middle, and Stover's going to be stopped, looks like right at about the line to gain there. We'll see where they mark him at.
Definitely looks like a first down. Looked like they made it to the 15-yard line. Looked like that's going to be 1st and 10 from the 15. Again, they're just running exclusively QB power. They're not even faking it to the running back or anything like that. They're using the running back as a lead blocker. Number 17 for Benji Omaleta. Mileto has checked in. He's just a lead blocker.
And Stover's going to keep this one once again on 1st down and 10. He'll be stopped after about a 3-yard gain and still picking up yardage, just moving forward on their big runs, on their short runs. Regardless, they're moving forward each play.
Stover is a good runner, man. He reads his blocks very well. And when he gets contact, he keeps his legs moving. But that's on that play right there, La Vega, that's the best defensive play they've had all game. And it's 2nd and 8.
2nd down and 8 as they are trying to get into the end zone here in the red zone. Stover going to keep this one. Stover waits on his blocks, moves down the field. Stover's going to have enough for the 1st down, and he's going to be stopped inside the 5-yard line. Just a patient run that time by Cody Stover, and he's had multiple of those. And I'm interested to see, will they go to somebody else in this last 3 yards, try to get somebody to just punch it in, or will they stick with Stover, who's moved them all the way down the field?
There's no reason to change up now, Jalen.
Yeah.
He's literally carried the ball what looks like to be 70 yards down the field. I don't suspect they'll change up. And with the power set, I don't
Stover,
think
they give it right back to him, and Stover's going to have enough to get into the end zone as Cody Stover moves the ball down the field pretty much by himself, him and his blockers out there, gets the ball down the field. Wimberley cuts into this lead, makes it 28-13 with 5:19 left to go in this 2nd quarter.
Looks like they made an adjustment on offense, and they were able to move the ball down slow and methodical, which keeps La Vega's offense off the field. But they had to have it right there, and they did get it.
Yeah. So does this change the trajectory of the game? So Wimberley has seen something that we've talked about before. That middle could be soft sometimes, right? So they're coming straight up. So they know that they can move the ball unless La Vega makes some changes in that line, an adjustment in this line. So does La Vega have to keep their foot on the gas to stay out in front? Because they got a 14-point lead. So and when you score fast, you're making your defense come back out there, and some of these guys are playing both ways. What do y'all think about that?
Well, at this point, with La Vega with a 14-point lead in the beginning of the 1st quarter, at midway through the 2nd quarter, and they also get the ball back at halftime, I don't see any reason why they wouldn't keep their foot on the gas and continue to score. La Vega's been, but look at this, guys. Wimberley was able to take a lot of time off the clock. Remember, La Vega scored on their first play in the 2nd quarter. La Vega hadn't touched the ball again, and they're already down to 5 minutes. You can shorten the game the way they're trying to do, but when here again, you're down 14 points. Do you want to shorten the game when you're down by 14?
Yeah, I think La Vega's got to keep their foot on the gas here, like you said, Rocky, and I think that's going to be their game plan. You come out and you try to score as quickly as you can. We got a muffed play here on the kickoff. Did La Vega get back on top of that football? I believe they did. Yeah. Scary play right there. Antoine Good was able to get back on top of the football, but you got to go down here and you got to try to score. Like you said, you're getting the ball back at halftime, after halftime. Come out here and you score, because at this point, the only way they know Wimberley can score is by moving the ball down the field, but that took them 7 minutes to do. So you come out here and you score, even if it's right away, you're leaving back with about 3 or 4 minutes left on the clock, and you're getting it back at half. I just come out here and stick to my guns.
Yeah, I guess one of the things is you can't turn the ball over.
For sure.
You can't turn the ball over. So La Vega's seen some things too. Wimberley doesn't have a cornerback that can keep up with none of the Vega receivers.
For first down and 10, ball on the 21-yard line. La Vega going to have to move the ball down the field, 79 yards to get into the end zone. They hand this one off to Bryson Rowland. Rowland comes out, shoots out like a cannon out of the backfield, gets down the field, picks up about a 20-yard gain that time on first down. La Vega moves the chains for a first down.
I'm not a genius, but I know one thing. If Wimberley ever is going to catch up, at some point they're going to have to stop La Vega's offense, and that isn't a good sign right there. You give the ball to Bryson Rowland, he rips off 20 yards, and it's first and 10 from the 40.
Yep, La Vega's punter's jersey right now still smells like Tide as he hasn't even touched the field as the offense has been explosive. First down play, they get it to the outside, and he's still moving down the field. They get it to Thornton. Thornton on the outside. They're going to have to do a horse collar just to get him out of bounds. Don't even think they called a flag, but looked like a clear horse collar, at least from my perspective, as Thornton took a screen all the way down the field inside of the red zone. And another huge play for Jabari Thornton, who just looks unstoppable so far.
This is interesting. They're playing off coverage, but that was off. Like there was nobody around when Jabari caught the ball. Number 5 looks like he's a little gun shy of trying to play tight coverage. And we have Marcus Jackson in motion or shifting.
First down and 10. They're going to hand this one off. Ball on the 13-yard line, and they'll give it to Bryson Rowland. He picks up about 5 or 6 yards on that play. And like you said, Rocky, they were playing way off coverage that time. I know they got hit over the head a couple times with a deep pass. Well, La Vega said, well, we'll give you a little dose of the screen game too, and they pick up the same amount of yardage on that.
And the referees got to be real careful. You know, that was a clear horse collar. What you don't want is a kid to get hurt out here. Yeah. And I've seen a few calls here that, you just have to keep control of these games.
There hadn't been any penalties that I can remember in this game.
The first play of the game was a false start. It hadn't been one since then, as they smacked Bryson Rowland in the backfield that time on second down and 5. It's going to bring up a third and about 6 with La Vega going to be on about the 9-yard line.
Well, that was the best defensive play of the game for Wimberley. Looked like they were able to stop Rowland at the point of attack. He made a change of direction, and then they had a defender there that was able to get him to the ground. The issue here is it's third and 6, but you're inside the 10-yard line. Mm-hmm. The best case scenario, you stop them here and La Vega kicks, but they're going to have their hands full trying to stop La Vega.
Third down and 6, ball on the 9-yard line. And this one's going to be a keeper as Courtney Parr keeps this one, gets into the end zone, and the young gun sophomore scores once again. This time he keeps it, and they were all eyes on Bryson Rowland. Courtney Parr able to walk into the end zone untouched. Touchdown for La Vega with 3:26 left to go in the second quarter.
I think I could have made it in on that one. I'm just going to go and tell you. I mean, Courtney Parr, there was no one around him when he crossed the goal line. They were clearly focused on Bryson Rowland. Roy, let me ask you this: as a guy who's watched a lot of football like I have, you come in here and you want to stop Thornton. You come in here and you want to stop Bryson Rowland. You hadn't done either, and then you let Courtney Parr walk in the end zone for a touchdown. What does it look like? Do you scrap your game plan at this point and start over defensively?
If I'm Wimberley, because of the last drive, I'm running the ball, because what I would bet on is the mid part of that third quarter and that fourth quarter. If I can keep pounding La Vega, maybe I got a shot at the end. Maybe they get tired and we can get a turnover. Mm-hmm. And so because I hadn't seen anything else. The only sparkle of hope that I've seen for Wimberley has been overpowering La Vega's defensive line and trying to run that quarterback power. And because if you make Ethan play, now he's going to be tired on offense. So I wouldn't change. I can't change. If Wimberley had something to change too, Rocky, if they had another uniform or something they could put it on, they would do it. They got the best thing that they got going for them, I think, in my opinion, is running the ball.
It's Cody Stouffer in that running game.
Yeah.
Here's the situation I see here. La Vega kicks off. They run the ball. But at some point in this drive, they're going to get inside 2 minutes, inside 1 minute, and time is going to dictate that they pass the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I don't know if running is the play right here in this situation.
Yeah, in this situation, running is the only thing they've had success doing, but they're going to have to test the ball down the field. They kick this one off their receiver at about the 10-yard line.
Looks like they may have something
and he's
cooking
got a
here.
decent run lane here. Gets up the middle, and he's going to be brought down at about the 50, so now that changes your play call a little bit. 3 minutes left, still a lot of time to run the football, so that'll give him some grace. But at some point, they're going to throw the ball up to number 11, Nolan Wada, and they said he's a 50-50 ball guy. He's about 6'3", 6'4", going out there. He hasn't done an amazing job on defense playing corner on Thornton, but on offense, he can be a 50-50 ball guy. So I would expect to see him on this drive.
On that last drive, did the La Vega defense get enough rest so that they can recover from the long drive they had on before? Again, they have a 21-point cushion. Do you run blitz here to try to kind of stop some of those run plays?
At this point, I'd leave my guys a man and let's figure out what they're going to do. And Stover's going to kick this one right up the middle. Stover's got a huge run. Stover's going to be down all the way to about the 20-yard line, and now the entire playbook is open. All runs can get in at this point with just 3:09 left to go here in the second quarter, and they're already down to about the 20-yard line after a kickoff that gets them down to the 50 and a big run by Cody Stover that gets them down to about the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Wimberley here is moving the ball with ease in the running game. They're running the QB power again, and it looks like they're having the Dickens trying to contain him.
It was a hold on that end, but no call.
Like I say, they're not calling penalties tonight.
No, we've seen one, and that was at the very beginning of the game. They called a false start. That was kind of obvious on Wimberley. But now they're all the way inside of the goal line, inside of the 10-yard line. So it's going to be first and goal with the ball on the 9-yard line. And right now, Stover looks unstoppable for this Wimberley offense.
It's been uncanny how
they don't have enough people on that other side right now.
So Wimberley comes out first down and 9 as they're in the goal line. First and goal. They give this one to Stover. Stover able to get inside and picks up about 3 or 4 yards on that first down run.
Yeah, it looked like on that play that Jaquavian Johnson had a chance. Almost just missed Cody Stover on that play in the backfield. So I figured they'd slow it down a little bit because considering you want to score here, but you don't want to leave enough time.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Vega just scored in a minute and a half on the last drive. So after you thought that was going to take out the clock, here they go back to Stover once again on second down and goal. Stover's going to be brought down short of the goal line, and he'll be at about the 2 or 3 yard line after that one. Third down now. Chance for a big La Vega stop. If
and La Vega, do you call timeout here?
I would, and get some big guys out there. I see them rotating some guys in, but like you said, that defensive line could be a little bit tired. And it's going to be a minute and 10 left to go here in the second quarter. Third down and 2 is what they're going to call it. We're going to get a timeout
Yeah, it
call.
looks like La Vega almost got caught with 12 on the field.
Yeah.
They had 11 out there, and then they were going to run number 15 out, Craig Bradley, but they already had 11 on the field. So that's a great timeout. I think this timeout does a couple things. It preserves some time. So if Wimberley happens to score. But this season, La Vega's had an uncanny ability to make big plays inside their own 10-yard line. So I'm looking to see here as they put their goal line defense in the game. They got all their big guys in. They got Jaquavian Johnson. They have Ethan Thomas. They have Zafe Gonzalez in the game. And let's see, can they keep Wimberley out of the end zone.
And I'm sure they're going to make some adjustments at halftime. But some of what they're getting ready to try to do with their back against the goal line, they're going to have to try that on the 20. They're going to have to try that. Don't let these guys get across midfield. But I'm sure La Vega's going to make some halftime adjustments to kind of get that middle shored up.
I see Bryson rolling in on defense.
Hey, they're going to get some thumpers out here to get somebody to get a stop. Third down and 2, ball on the 2-yard line. Stover is going to get this one. Stover goes right up the middle, and Stover is going to fall into the end zone with enough for another touchdown for Wimberley, as they're going to get this back to a 2-score game after that touchdown provided by Stover.
Hey, man, they got the road graders out there just grinding them up in the interior. They brought Roland in. They brought number 3, Elbert Jones in, but they were able to just walk him straight in the end zone. So as they try this extra point here.
This one's going to be good. 21-35 is the score with 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go in this first half. So now that Wimberley has some success on offense, they see some things they can pull off. What do you think the game plan is for La Vega here moving forward? Do you keep scoring the ball and maybe in bunches with quick plays, or do you start taking some of the time up off this clock?
Again, you got to play this game because, you know, what happens is if they're down 14, they're up 14, a turnover, any kind of negative play could put Wimberley back in the game. And with you not having the ability to stop them in the run game, that means they have an opportunity to catch up. So you have to keep your foot on the gas if you're La Vega, for the simple fact your defense, the last 2 drives, hadn't had any answer for Wimberley.
Yeah, and if you are La Vega, you got to stop the run. I mean, you got to find a way to stop the run in this second half that's getting ready to come up and make them pass the ball. We hear he's a good passer, but we need to find out, make them pass the ball, whatever you got to do, because we still have the speed advantage. If they go outside, they're winning in the A gap and the B gap. That's where they're hitting them at. And so we got to find a way. And I'm sure Coach Hyde will be talking about that at halftime.
Yeah, I'm sure that's definitely going to be his full focus at halftime. He doesn't care about La Vega's offense putting up 35 in this first half at all.
If you're Wimberley, you better keep La Vega from scoring here with 1:05 left.
Yeah, that's what you go for. La Vega's going to receive this kick at the 15-yard line, and they're going to be brought down at about the 30-yard line. So, I mean, I would say 70 yards is a good amount of ways to go with 58 seconds left, but the way that this La Vega offense has been scoring, at this point, you should be petrified of Courtney Parr and Jabari Thornton, and you should back up everybody that ain't rushing to try to stop them from scoring here.
Well, I mean, they're in a predicament here, meaning that you want to prevent the big play in this situation, but what you also want to do is not let them walk the ball down the field. And Courtney Parr has shown the ability to get the ball down the field. Looks like they're going to be in a
they're going to come out in 5-out spread formation.
But
here.
see,
they
got the number 3 wide receiver where he could run up the seam.
And they're going to hit somebody right away, but
yeah,
they
went right to him.
Yeah, couldn't pull that one in on first down, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 with 54 seconds left to go.
That was another strike by Courtney Parr. Marquay Willis couldn't hold on. But, again, that was easy to see. Looked like they lined up the wrong way on that play.
Yep.
Looked like Wimberley did.
They and they catch a break that time.
This is a great play, in my opinion, for like a screen play right here.
So Courtney Parr is going to drop back. Got time. Looking down the field. Lets this one go down the field. And what a throw that time by Courtney Parr as he gets that one over to Marquay Willis. What it looks like is they get that one down the field, pick up enough for a first down, and they're already stops the clock as they get out of bounds, and they're past midfield.
That's another dot, man. That's a high level throw there, Roy, by a sophomore quarterback.
I tell you, man, this dude. We got some quarterbacks in Central Texas right now.
Yeah.
This kid, the kid over at Connolly, we got a few. The kid at University.
Yeah.
We got some quarterbacks in Central. Oh, now see, what you can't have is mental errors here.
The only thing they're showing in this game they're going to call is false start. And Vega picks up a false start right there on 1st down and 10. That's going to back them up a little bit. Like you said, this isn't the time that you want to start having the mental mistakes of the game. And
well, that previous play was the first time I had seen them with a too-high safety look. Looks like they're going back to that too-high safety look to prevent the deep pass. Look like they're going to give them something underneath, but they're not. They don't want to get beat down the field. let's see what happens here.
So we got a first down and 15 now after that backed up a little bit. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to get a guy downfield. Does he get him? And
it's intercepted.
Looks like this one is going to be intercepted as he tries to move down the field. He's still moving, and he'll be brought down at about the 45-yard line as they try to get a man. Looks like that pass was just slightly underthrown that time as he tried to get to the Thornton. Thornton had to step on the receiver, but a big play made that time by the DB as they were able to turn this one over. And I believe that was Ethan Talley, who they've been picking on all night long, comes up with a pick this time.
Yeah, that was a great play by the one defender, but I think Talley was the benefit of was that a ricochet or did that pass come off?
It looked like
somebody?
the ball had tipped a little bit, as we'll see the replay over here on the screen and at the field. Looks like that one tipped a little bit. Talley was able to get the tip and gets it out.
It basically hit him in the back.
Yeah.
But you'll take it any kind of way you can get it if you
at this point.
Yeah.
So now this is going to be interesting to see what Wimberley tries.
So 34 seconds left to go. Wimberley's got the ball. They're on the 45-yard line. And Stover's going to try to run this one. Escapes the first defender, but he'll be brought down at about the line of scrimmage. And like you guys have said, they haven't had any success throwing the football down the field. So at this point with 27 seconds left, I'm interested to see what exactly they'll call.
Looks like that was an old quarterback draw right there.
That's exactly what it was.
And I don't know. They've been able to run the ball with success, but I don't know if anybody on Wimberley's team can rip off a 55-yard touchdown on this La Vega. This La Vega defense, if they're one thing, they're fast, right? Here's another situation, Roy. Though with 27 seconds left to go, it'd be nice if Wimberley could get up a score, even a field goal up in this situation. But dropping back the pass then puts Warren Richardson Jr., Jace Wiley with their ears pinned back, and that's one of the strengths of this defense is pass rush. So do you want to risk it here if you're Wimberley?
I think still with 27 seconds left in the game, it's one of those things – you almost got to try to get a safe pass here. It's got to be something quick because if they run the ball, do another quarterback sneak, maybe they get to the 45-yard line, and you're down to 20 seconds or 15 seconds. And I'm trying to look at the timeouts. I was trying to see how many that Wimberley have. Do they have 2 timeouts left?
I believe they have at least one. I can't see the dots from here, but I think they do have 2 timeouts left. 2 timeouts left.
No, they have. Wimberley has 2. See under their name, they have 2 timeouts.
I see it. They're going to drop back Stover. 5 wide receiver set. They let this one go, kind of a screen play. He's got the catch over the middle of the field. See a flag come out, but he's moving down the field, and he's still going. He's going to get all the way to the end zone
it's a penalty
and score this one. But I seen a flag come out early. That's about at the 50-yard line.
It's illegal receivers downfield. It's illegal receivers downfield. He threw it right away. As soon as he executed the pass, it was illegal receivers. It looks like the referee probably knew it as well.
Yeah.
And they're going to give it a call.
I'm wondering why they didn't call the holding that I'm looking at when the guy crossed. I mean, they not, holding is wide open tonight.
Hey, they don't. Yeah. So they're not calling that right now, and that's going to back them up after that first down or after that huge play that would have been a touchdown. That backs them up on second down, even further behind the sticks. Now with 14 seconds left to go, you might just run this one.
Coach Warren seems extremely upset.
Yeah, I would be
by
too.
that call. But I mean, they clearly, I saw 76 and 72. They were 6 or 7 yards down the field,
and you threw it about 10 yards down the field.
Yeah. I don't know where that play is legal, and I believe the La Vega coaching staff alerted them to that. We know that's an illegal play as well. So, do you drop back the pass here?
You might give it a shot. 14 seconds left, second down and long now. They're going to drop Stover back. Stover looking to get the ball down the field, trying to evade some pressure. Finds a man, and was he able to catch that one? No, he was unable to catch that one. I was just going off the crowd reaction. But the ball bounced up, unable to complete that one downfield. Now 5 seconds left to go. Third down and very long. You could try the Hail Mary play, but I haven't seen him throw the ball 30 yards down the field yet, and they're backed up right now on the 42-yard line.
You know, in my opinion, at this point, there's nothing to be gained by trying to throw a pass here. I'd run it and go into half and be happy to go in 14 down, understanding like La Vega has the ball coming out.
So now 3rd down and long, 5 seconds left, final play of this first half. They let this one go, tipped up in the air and almost intercepted. And, Rocky, that's exactly what you didn't want to happen if you're the Wimberley side, and that's going to do it for the first half of play.
That's a situation where the risk reward doesn't – you may get a completion there, but what you risk in exchange is the interception. Like we had a tip ball here that looked like it was in the air forever that could have been picked up, could have been caught by a defender and taken back for a touchdown. So, again, it's a very competitive matchup after La Vega got off to a really hot start. They have control of the game, but it would look like Wimberley's found something as they go in at half.
So we're getting ready to go into halftime here. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, whether it's on 94.5, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all of the social media platforms. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to take a break, run a couple of commercials. When we come back, we're going to roll some of Centex Prime Time so you can kind of see what you're going to get starting on Monday. You're watching and listening to La Vega Pirate Football on Centex Sports Network and 94.5 FM.
Are you looking for something new and unforgettable in Waco? Come to the Blazing Asian, where authentic Cambodian flavors meet creative culinary flair. Voted People's Choice as Waco's #1 Asian restaurant since 2019 by both the Wacoan Magazine and the Waco Tribune Herald. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin, we're serving up family recipes with a twist. Blazing Asian egg rolls are rolled fresh daily, and their sauces or marinades are made in-house with love. Stop by today. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin. And for Baylor students, enjoy 10% off with your student ID.
Lighthouse Streaming, a full-scale media agency.
Are you looking for something new and unforgettable in Waco?
Things audio and video. Is your church long overdue for audio and video upgrades? Call Lighthouse Streaming for a free consultation. Does your corporate or church event need audio or video production? Don't stress. Call the guys at Lighthouse Streaming. In business since 2017, Lighthouse Streaming has produced hundreds of live events and completed dozens of church and venue installations. Whatever your AV needs are, Lighthouse Streaming has you covered. Give them a call at 254-252-4206. That's 254-252-4206. Or go to lighthousestreaming.com and set up your free consultation.
That's Cowboys coverage.
Come on, start it up. Let's go.
Catch us Monday through Thursday from 5 to 7 p.m. on the Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into Centex Prime Time. I am your host, Jalen Gillis, getting ready to take you through the prime time topics in sports, not just only in the Central Texas area, but from all around the nation. Want to thank everybody for tuning in with us today and all week long here on the show. As always, make sure you guys go over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, Centex Sports Network / Centex Sports TV on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. You can click the bell as well so you can get notified every time we go live here Monday through Thursday right here on Centex Sports Network. Also, if you want to listen on Infinity Sports Radio Central Texas, you can go over to your mobile device and download the app Centex Sports One on your mobile device. Download the app there and you'll be able to listen on Infinity Sports Radio Central Texas right here weekdays 5 to 7 p.m. Well, folks, it's been a great week up here on the show so far this week, and we're looking to close it out today with a great show as well. Joining me in studio, got the Waco ISD Hall of Famer, Texas Tech alumni, Wayne Walker in studio with me today. Wayne, what's going on?
Happy Thursday, everyone. Central Texas, happy to be here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Also calling in with me, I also have Kyrell Gibson calling in to talk with us for the first hour. Kyrell, what's going on?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Ain't nothing much. So, folks, we'll get right to it. We got a full show today. We got a few different topics we have to get through today, starting with, I want to start talking about a local topic here in the La Vega Pirates are headed to the state semifinals once again. This is a team that battled through a lot of adversity this year. They started off the season a little bit shaky in some people's eyes because they played a very tough non-district schedule. But since then, they have turned it all the way around, man. They finished district undefeated. They had a really good run in district play. This is a team with a good mix of upperclassmen and lowerclassmen as well. Coach Don Hyde doing a phenomenal job, as always, leading this team. And they got a tough matchup coming up on tomorrow in the state semifinals where they're taking on Wimberley out there. But Wayne, just want you to talk a little bit about, you've been able to see this La Vega team a couple times this year, just what you like about this La Vega team and their run they've been able to make to this playoffs.
Well, like you said, La Vega is a traditional power, and this is kind of expected of them. Traditionally, good teams are expected to do well. But one thing about this squad is, like you said, they have a mixture. They have some young guys that's balling, and then they got some older guys that's coming up and that's being leaders and balling as well. And they did play a tough non-district schedule, but this team has grown together, and they're playing their best football when it counts most. When it's in November and December is when you need to be playing your best football, and they're doing that. Like you said, they have a tough game, but hey, man, everything is decided between the lines, man. Once you get into the playoffs and you get in December and you playing football, but it's a lovely thing to be playing this late in the year, 2 weeks before Christmas, and man, good luck to them, and I think they can pull it out, man. Yeah,
I think the same. We'll be able to listen to that game. We'll be on the radio broadcast. Make sure you guys are getting ready for that, but can't wait to be able to see this game. Like you said, Wayne, this team has grown all year long from start to finish. They brought all the things that they learned from those losses earlier in the season throughout the rest of the season. And, man, they are on a heck of a playoff run right now, all the way to the state semifinals. Like you said, it's a great thing to be playing this time of year because you're one of the last teams standing in your division whenever you're doing that. And they made it all the way to the state semis. They're playing against a really, really good quarterback, Cade Stowever. He's been playing great. He just had another 400-yard, 5-touchdown game in their game last week as Wimberley got a win. But this Wimberley team is tough. They're 12-2 on the season. They're battle-tested. They're going to come into this at this point in the year. Everybody's expecting to win state. Nobody's at this point with only 4 teams left in your conference, whether at whatever division it is, 6A, 4A, 5A, whatever it is. Everyone here is expecting to win state. So this is when you got to go out there and move a man against his will, as some people have said before, because everybody is expected to come out with the win once you get this far. And I'm looking forward to seeing this La Vega squad and what Coach Hyde can do tomorrow. That game is at 7 o'clock, so make sure you guys are getting ready for that. The pregame show will be just a little bit before that at 6:30 right here on 94.5 FM. Also will be on Affinity Sports Radio, Central Texas as well. So make sure you guys are getting ready for that. Should be a really, really good one tomorrow. And I know everyone at this point in Central Texas should be rooting for La Vega because they're one of the last teams left standing.
No doubt.
Out of this greater Waco area. So we're all rooting for the Pirates moving forward. And I want to see them get a chance to play at Jerry World again. I went the last time they went to state, I believe that was maybe 2019, 2018, somewhere in there when they played a Carthage team. So excited to be able to get to watch this team again, and hopefully they'll be back at Jerry World once again. So that is tomorrow at 7 o'clock, folks, like I said. So make sure you guys are getting ready for that. You can catch all the action right here on 94.5 FM. Well, like I said, it's been a super busy week in sports, guys. There's a lot of topics going around. We've got Bill Belichick signing with North Carolina Tar Heels. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We've got the NBA has their NBA Cup is got to their Final Four teams. I got to watch my Rockets move on to the next round last night as they beat the Warriors. We'll talk a little bit of NBA later on in the show. We'll break down some more of this college football playoffs, these brackets that's been set and that's been put out now in college football. And we'll talk about Week 15 in the NFL as well as we'll talk about my NFL top 5 that we do every week here on the show. But to start, I want to start with the Philadelphia Eagles drama that we kind of ended the show on Tuesday talking about when I had Seth on here and I had Rocky on here as well. We ended the show talking about this drama in the Philadelphia Eagles, so I wanted to get you guys' opinion on this. Obviously, we seen on Sunday after the win, They asked A.J. Brown what was wrong with the team, and he said we need to fix the passing game, and that started a bunch of speculation. And then Brandon Graham goes on his podcast. We talk about these player podcasts all the time and how they can be kind of chaotic. He goes on his podcast, and he says, well, we all know they're not friends anymore like they used to be. And it's like, I don't think any of us knew that. You kind of just came out and told us that, but, that definitely poured a lot of fuel on that fire. And then yesterday, I believe, or this morning, either one, I think it was yesterday, though, A.J. Brown was they interviewed him again, and he talked about it, and he said, me and Jalen Hurts, we're cool, we're good. This thing is just getting blown out of proportion. Jalen Hurts kind of says the same thing, yada, 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 and they say everything is good. We're all good. Now, I didn't know how to take that because we've seen this team have success and fall apart at the end of the year just as recently as last year. And now here they are, success once again, one of the top teams, if not the top team in the NFL, depending on where you slot them in your top 5. One of the top teams in the league, and the drama starts. The drama starts to unfold. They almost lose to one of the worst teams in the league, even though Bryce Young is playing some really good football right now. They almost lose to the Carolina Panthers, pull that one out. And now they're going into a week with one of their toughest matchups, if not their toughest matchup of the year, and taking on their Pennsylvania rival and the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they've got all this drama that's unfolded. So, Wayne, I'll start with you. You've been in these locker rooms. What was your thoughts when you heard it seemed like something different happened every day when you heard all these different things coming out day by day?
Well, it goes back to family. I know my mom used to have this old saying, and, my dad, what happens in this house stays in this house, first of all.
Yeah.
And that's the way it should be. I mean, this is your family. You spend 8-9 hours a day with these guys, and we family. Sometimes, me and my brother have fights,
Yeah.
but we love each other at the same time. So you're going to have disagreements, you're going to have arguments, and and that's what family does. But it shouldn't go outside of the house. I used to get in trouble when something in my house happened, and it happened in the house, and then you take it outside.
Mm-hmm.
That was a butt whooping.
Yeah.
But you can't do that to these guys. But man, when you talk about a quarterback and a receiver, and you talking about them not liking each other, man, the quarterback as a receiver has to be almost your best friend.
Yeah.
Because you have to have that chemistry, you have to have that connection with one another, because that's the guy who throws you the ball. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to winning. We're winning. Mm-hmm. So I'm not complaining about the passing game because we hadn't had to use it.
Yeah.
We hadn't had to rely on the passing game. All we've had to rely on is our defense playing good ball and us running the ball, and this guy's averaging 120, 150 yards per game. I mean, Saquon. So why are we talking about anything other than winning?
Yeah.
That's my whole issue. And this is something that can bring a team down or it can bring you together. Because now you have all these critics out here that's saying, hey, this is what it's going to do to you. They're playing Pittsburgh this week, so we'll see. We'll see how it transpires, how this thing unfolds. But as of right now, they're the hottest team in the NFL. So you don't need all this controversy. All you need to do is go out and think about winning and win. So hopefully these guys can get that, can bring that to a halt and just play football and be teammates and go out and just think about winning.
Yeah, I mean, and I think that's what it should be. When you're winning games, it's not a time you want to see guys complaining. I said it earlier in the week when it first came out. You think about a guy like Amon-Ra in Detroit. There's some games he gets 13, 14 targets. There's some games he gets 3. He doesn't say anything. He's still blocking just as hard, regardless if he's getting the ball or if he's not getting the ball. And you got a guy in Saquon Barkley on your team that's got 1,600 yards already out there. You should be happy with just winning. It's not going to always be with you throwing the ball or catching going for 150 yards every single game when you guys come out with a win. I think Kellen Moore has kind of learned from some of his mistakes that he made in Dallas of, hey, there's no need to get too pass happy. We got a dude right here that's going for breaking the record in rushing yards. We don't need to get too pass happy right now. So I think that you shouldn't be that mad about it because that's just understanding the game. Every game is not going to be your game, especially when you're on a really good team like the Philadelphia Eagles. Kyrie, what was your thoughts when you heard them come out and say all this stuff with A.J. Brown and just everything that's with the Eagles drama in the last few days?
Yeah, man, I don't really understand why everybody's so upset with A.J. Brown. Like, they asked him a pretty clear question, which was, what does the team need to improve on? And he could have been more mature or just taken the high road, or as a high-level athlete and perfectionist, you can actually say where the team is lacking it. But I understand that, like, people would rather him say, well, ain't nothing wrong, we're winning, But the fact of the matter is the passing game can improve. So everybody's having a problem with A.J. Brown saying he should have kept his mouth shut, but the passing game can improve. Like, so you want him to lie is what y'all want.
Yes.
That's what I see, but I can't take a problem. I have a problem with that because if you ask him where can the offense improve and he says passing, then that's just answering the question. Like, I think and everybody could see that, if Saquon and if they win in games, that's all fun and that's all great, But if you ask me a specific question, hey, what can we improve on? Run blocking, whatever, whatever the category is, that's what it is. Now, the issue for me is why is the third down DN talking? Like, you're not even every down DN, man, and you offering up your opinion on some
injured reserve
on
now.
Yeah, on reserve.
You're a reserve. You're not even the third down DN. Like, at least Von Miller still got a role. Like, you just sometimes third down DN. They should have cut Brandon Graham immediately, because now y'all in the cycle. I guarantee you, AJ Brown is gonna come out here. They're gonna get his targets, and it might cost them a game because they're gonna force him the ball. They're gonna get away from the formula. They did the same thing last year when he was complaining about not getting the ball. But to be honest with you, I see what he's talking about. Like, he's not taking the risky throws and they winning games. But there's throws that can be made for it's a raw receiver. You got a number one raw receiver that's a diva. Amon-Ra St. Brown, man, he don't complain, but I don't think he got too much of a personality, man. Really, I watched that podcast, man. He's very stoic. AJ Brown's not that type of receiver.
No,
he's just not. Like, this dude complaining every year, So you got that type of dude, and the reporters know what they're doing, man. Like, yeah, it's make improvements.
So Kyrell,
it's not a Jalen Hurts.
Kyrell, do you think
ahead.
they drum up like drama just to try to throw him off base?
Oh yeah, they knew what he was gonna say. It's AJ Brown. He complained every year, and the passing game has been bad all year. And you ask him,
and I'm with you on that too, because he's a diva. I mean, all receivers are. I play receiver, so believe me, man. Like, you want the ball, and if you're not getting the ball, I mean, even if you are winning, even if you won the game or whatever, you still want the ball. If you're a baller, you want the ball. I don't care what you do. I mean, that's like in basketball. If you're a baller, you want to. If you're in basketball, you're a scorer, you want to score.
Yep.
If you're in
don't
football,
help when you're open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm mad.
Right. Yeah, I think he's got the right to be upset, and I didn't even think what he said was too bad. Is it great for the locker room? No. But what he said wasn't that bad. I mean, what the problem was exactly what you said. Brandon Graham coming on this podcast and saying, didn't nobody know that he said they were once good friends and now they're not good friends.
Right.
Nobody knew that. You came out and said that.
That's in-house drama. Leave that there,
And then he made it up.
Yeah.
He made it up. It's not even true.
That's why I said that we didn't know it was true, because I didn't think that they were ever just the best of friends, best buddies. Yeah. But he said they were really good friends, and they stopped being really good friends. I was like, okay, well.
And then they start showing all these clips on the sideline where they having disagreements. So, you drumming it up, and that's kind of how I see it too. But I mean, winning solves all of that, man. AJ. He'll be great. Good. He's good as long as they winning. And I seen him smiling and him happy and him when Saquon does get in the end zone, I see him down there congratulating him.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, and he getting his paper. You know what I'm saying? He getting his dough. So he ain't tripping, I don't think.
No, I don't.
But I know he wants the ball. But I mean,
who doesn't at this point?
Yeah, I mean, but when you're a receiver, you want the ball. If you're a baller, you want the ball, and that's what he is.
Exactly.
And they have too many great skill positions with. I mean, from the tight end to Devontae to him and Saquon, and then Hurst can run the ball as well. So you have so many guys that I mean, it's just like on a basketball team when you have too many scorers. Everybody can't score at one time, you know. So I mean, it's a good situation to have.
Go ahead,
Kevin. Cut BG. You got to cut BG.
Man, he is Super Bowl champ. They ain't gonna cut him.
He's a Super Bowl champ, and he's been on the team longer than anyone. And he was.
They ain't gonna cut him.
Yeah, he ain't gonna. And he's their so-called leader. But if you're a so-called leader, you wouldn't drum up all that drama.
That was terrible.
He poured gasoline on the fire.
Gasoline.
Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, CEO of Lighthouse Streaming, and you're watching.
Come out and say that. Yeah, you can't come out and say that.
Sports Network.
My name is Debbie Kimbrell. I am the administrative assistant here at Anderson Chapel. I also work as part of the media ministry. It was great working with Lighthouse. Everyone was very professional, came in to do video recording and streaming for a conference that we hosted here on time. They did what they needed to do, was seamless and transparent. It was great. And feedback, everyone was impressed. So it went out, it was a conference level, so a state level event. And everyone was impressed with the product and the result. We got the DVDs too, which people purchased, and they were impressed with those. It was great overall.
MCC has definitely benefited me most on not only what I want to do, but who I aspire to be. Expect every professor to help you become who you want to be and more. Create your own success at MCC.
Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, founder and CEO of Lighthouse Streaming. Over the last 4 years, we've had some tremendous successes, none of which could have been accomplished without you, our clients, and our viewers. From my family and the staff of Lighthouse Streaming, thank you.
My name is Tashay Sayes. I'm a music major at MCC, and I'm so happy to be here. It's crazy how I got here.
My name is Emily Adams. I'm the marketing director for the Texas Asphalt Pavement Association. We are here at our 3rd annual MAPS conference at the Waco Convention Center in beautiful Waco, Texas. I think the event has exceeded all of our expectations. We had an amazing turnout and great sessions and nothing but positive feedback. So this is our first conference in a convention center, and I'm used to working with hotels where there's like one person to talk to for everything. And so at the last minute, we realized we needed audio and video services. And so I contacted Lighthouse Streaming and Audio, and they were very quick to respond. They were able to, even though it was the last minute, they were able to fit us into their schedule, and they provided us with technicians and equipment to record our sessions, and we'll be able to provide the people who are speaking at those sessions with great video of themselves. I would highly recommend them. I highly recommend Lighthouse Streaming and Audio. I had nothing but a pleasant experience, and if we come back to Waco again, which we hope to do, I know I'll be in touch with them.
Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, CEO of Lighthouse Streaming, and you're watching.
I think.
Hello and welcome back into Georgetown, Texas. I was about to tempt the name of the field again, Rocky, but I'm going to leave that one alone. 35-21 lead for your La Vega Pirates here as they're getting ready to start the second half in just a few minutes. It was a great outing by La Vega in that first half, 35-21 lead coming out of the locker room. Rocky, what are some of those things that this La Vega Pirate team can do to keep up the success in that second half?
I would keep giving the ball to Bryson Rowland and keep throwing the ball to Jabari Thornton. Like it doesn't get any simpler than that.
Yeah.
They've proven to be electric. Each and every time one of those guys touch the football, even though we had a great play by number 9, Dalen Pullen, but the majority of the offense has been in the run game with Bryson Rowland.
Mm-hmm.
And then Courtney Parr has been throwing dots all over the field to Jabari Thornton. And again, he hit Dalen Pullen as well. And on the last touchdown, he was able to fake it to Bryson Rowland and walk in for about an 8-yard touchdown. So offensively, I believe La Vega has this game figured out.
Yeah, and we'll come back to what they can do for the defensive side. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and listening to us. Just a second ago, you guys were watching and listening to Centex Primetime, a new show that's coming to 94.5 FM. It's been on 94.5 HD and Centex Sports Network for a few months now, but we're getting a chance to start that show off. I'm super excited to get that going on Monday. Now, Rocky, on the opposite side of that, Wimberley found some success towards the end of that second half of that first half. What are some of the things La Vega's defense is going to have to do in order to come out and get a stop in the second half?
Well, I just have to load it up in the middle of in the defense. I blitz some linebackers. I try to get some penetration to stop that QB power. What La Vega's tried to do thus far has not been effective. They've been getting the ball running at about 8, 9, anywhere from 7 to 8 yards a clip. They have to get that slowed down.
So they're going to come out with a squib kick that's got a loose ball, and they're fighting for it. We'll see if La Vega was able to get back on top of it, and I believe they did get on top of it. But they come out with a squib kick, and they try to catch La Vega slipping. Almost do right there, but the Pirates able to get on top of the football, and here comes this La Vega offense once again.
Yeah, on that play, James the Great was able to get the recovery after wasn't able to see what player that was that tried to field it, and he wasn't able to field it, and James the Great was able to get on the football. Disaster averted.
Yeah.
And it looks like La Vega has the ball coming out here at the beginning of the third quarter.
So here comes La Vega Pirates up by 14 after putting up a 35-point first half. Up by 14 points. They got the ball on the 35-yard line. Here they go 1st and 10. They're going to hand this one off to Bryson Rowland. Bryson Rowland gets stopped after about a 7 or 8-yard gain that time by Bryson Rowland. And, Rocky, you said you should get a heavy dose of Rowland here in this second half.
Yeah, I'd get Bryson Rowland involved, continue to have him involved. In the first half, they had a balanced attack. They were attacking them deep with the pass and also using Rowland in the run game. I'd actually lean into the run a little bit more in this year's second half.
2nd down and 2. Here comes La Vega. They'll hand this one right back off. Rowland's got it again. Rowland's got a crease on the outside. Rowland's still moving down the sideline. Bryson Rowland, one man to beat. He's still moving. He'll get pushed out of bounds at about the 28-yard line, already into Wimberley territory. Only 50 seconds off of the clock, and here comes La Vega in Wimberley territory with a chance to punch another touchdown in. Great run that time by Bryson Rowland.
Yeah, that's a great run around the right side. Elbert Jones, who was the back that lined up on the right-hand side, was able to get a block that really didn't have to get a forceful block, just screened the defender from tackling Bryson, and they were able to get about a 30-yard run down the sideline.
So 1st down and 10, ball on the 30-yard line is where they marked it, and they'll give it right back to Rowland. This time he's brought down at about the line to scrimmage. That time looks like Wimberley's defense was ready for it. He'll actually lose a yard on that run.
Looks like my man, number 44 for Wimberley, Todd Thames, said he's had enough of Bryson Rowland running all through our defense. We're going to shut this stuff down, and that's where La Vega will have the ball 2nd and 11.
2nd down and 11, ball on the 31-yard line after they lose 1 yard on that play. And, the whole playbook is open here. It's 2nd down and 11. Interested to see what La Vega decides to do and how they approach here in the second half. Now right outside of the red zone. Second down and 11. Ball on the 31-yard line. 3 wide receiver set. Jones in motion. He'll come into the backfield. And they're going to hand this one a fake handoff and a play blown dead right before they could get this one off.
Looked like that man had a screen or something or a quick pass there working. But there was a penalty on the play.
Looks like it's delay a game against La Vega. Didn't get that one off in time, and that's going to back them up. Now this looks a little bit different. We got a second down and now 16 after they get backed up. And 10 minutes left to go here in this third quarter. La Vega goes from moving the ball down the field quickly to now backed up on a 2nd and 16.
Yeah, at 2nd and 16, across on your own 36, you still have a lot of options here. You just want to pick up 7 or 8 yards here so you can have a makeable third down.
Farr drops back to pass, trying to evade pressure, able to evade pressure. Looking down the field, points out a man. He's got a man open down the field. He gets it to him, throws another dot down the field, finds the open man after pointing out where the receiver should go, able to move the ball down the field. La Vega on the 4-yard line as well. They'll be marked out of bounds.
Yeah, the sophomore dropped back to pass, got immediate pressure, eluded a sack initially, then made a move and made another guy miss, rolled out to his left, gave some directions, fixed the sandwich, and then threw a strike to my man Dalen Pulley.
Yeah, got him open again that time, and Courtney Parr just showing off the poise. First down, ball on the 3-yard line. This one's going to be a handoff to Roland, and Roland falls down in the end zone. This is a touchdown. La Vega Pirates score once again. Took them 3 minutes out of the half. Backed up 2nd and 16, no problem for the young QB. He throws the strike. Bryson Roland punches this one in. Touchdown, La Vega.
Yeah. Again, they scored again. And it looks like Wimberley doesn't have any answers on the defensive side. Even though they found something on the offensive side of the ball, at the end of the day, if they're not able to do something on the defensive side, I don't see how they're going to close this distance going at with 9:36 left to go in the third quarter, and La Vega being up by 21. Roy, let me ask you this. La Vega's in a situation where they're able to move the ball at will, and their defense needs to come out with an answer. What do you think could be their answer coming out of here, coming out of half?
Well, I think it's another old adage: defense wins games, and one of these two teams is going to have to play better defense than the other because they're down 21 points here. All right, so they're down 21 points, but the way that Wimberley moved the ball at the end of the second quarter, a turnover, a stop, or multiple stops, they can make up this 21-point lead, but you can't do it if you don't play defense. So it can't be, you score then we score, not when you're down by 21. So if La Vega can get a stop or two with the way that their offense is playing, the game's over. And so it's going to come down to still who is going to play defense, and I'm curious to see what La Vega does differently in the beginning of this third quarter as they're getting ready to take the field. Let me, of course, greet everybody that's back locked in on 94.5, those of you that are watching or listening on YouTube, those of you that are listening on Facebook, those of you that are listening on Twitter, on formerly known as Twitter, X, formerly known as Twitter. Somebody says, Official the Great said, "What's up, Rocky?" and we also got the La Vega class of 1988 is listening from Waco. The La Vega 88, you can be great in 88. I know that they had some kind of saying.
Yeah, that's my graduating class at Waco High. So shout out to La Vega class of 88. Those are some of my contemporaries, and so thank you for tuning in. Also, those of you guys who want to support this broadcast, if you want to support this broadcast, please do so by Cash Apping $254 Media Group. That's 254 Media Group. I want to thank you guys who did Cash App us last week. That allowed us to do what we're doing tonight, and so I want to thank you. And that's an onside kick. That's a That's pretty tricky right there of the Vega Pirates.
So they get extra field position because of a penalty on the extra point attempt. So they decided, hey, we might as well go for an onside kick here. They do it. The kicker does it to perfection, and it looked like La Vega was able to come out with it. I think that's Dalen Pullen was able to get on that football. So what a shift in momentum as La Vega comes out in these first 3 minutes of the second half. They score a touchdown right away. They get good field position because of their kicker, because of a penalty, and their kicker is able to deliver it in a perfect way, and they get the onside kick. La Vega's got the ball back with the ball on the 30-yard line.
I mean, that's a great call by the La Vega coaching staff. When you hadn't had any luck stopping the run game, so why not take a chance to get the ball back rather than kick it off to him?
Yeah, and what a great play, just good awareness by the La Vega coaching staff, and great job by the kicker because they were able to pull this one off. And now at this point, it is about whatever team can get a stop. But if La Vega scores 70 points, I don't care who gets a stop. The game's over with, and La Vega's got a chance to do that. I'm looking at how they're playing against some of their receivers now. I'm looking at how they're guarding Thornton. He's as far as I am from the field from Thornton right now because they don't want to get hit over
They've given the great quite a bit of cushion either, too.
So first down now, second down.
They found that zone defense in the playbook, looks like.
Yeah, they did. Second down, they get this one back to Bryson Rowland. He's going to be brought down, looks like just shy of that first down marker on third down now, third and short coming up.
Again, it didn't look like he picked up much, but you look up and Bryson's picked up 5 yards.
Yeah.
This is third and short, surely in fourth down territory right here. Roy, what is Wimberley going to have to do to get a stop?
That's a loaded question. Third down, they hand this one off to Bryson Rowland, and Rowland is going to be, looks like, stopped just short.
Man, looks like we got our fourth and one.
Yeah. Fourth and one for La Vega with the ball on the 20-yard line.
Yeah, you got to go for it here. I'm not kicking a field goal. I'm going for it, and because Wimberley really is playing the run. They really do want La Vega to pass because if you miss it, drop it, stops the clock. You can't.
They're back in man-to-man, though, Roy. But fourth and one, do they have the nerve to pass the ball in this situation?
We'll see. Fourth down and one, ball on the 20-yard line. Parr's going to keep this one, QB option. He keeps this, and he's going to pick up enough for the first down. Big-time run by the young sophomore QB. Had an option place with Rowland spread out behind him, but keeps it, picks up enough for the first.
Looked like they had a man on everybody but Courtney Parr.
Yeah.
Like they had somebody guarding Thornton really tough. They had a guy that was tracking Rowland as he was leaving the backfield. Courtney Parr just turns up and gains about 5 yards, and it's Wimberley's defense backed up in the shadow of their own goal post again.
And you can see the time. The time is on La Vega's side right now.
So 7 minutes left to go. They fumbled this snap, but Rowland's able to pick this one up. Rowland's still making some guys miss and finally gets brought down behind the line of scrimmage as that was a botch snap. That time that'll put him behind the line. The scrimmage will put him back to about the 18-yard line there. And like you said, time is going to be on La Vega's side here as they're up 21 points with the ball in the red zone with 6:45 left to go in this third quarter.
I like to see Elbert Jones get in here and get a couple carries. Bryson is checked out. Elbert is in. I really like Elbert as a back. He's a big, strong, powerful back. He is not as shifty as Rowland, but I think he has just as much speed and maybe even a little more power.
So second down now, back after they lost some. Courtney Parr drops back to pass. He's got a clean pocket, finds a man open, able to make somebody miss in the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down at about the 7-yard line. Great job that time. Another clean pocket for Courtney Parr.
Did you see the progression that Courtney just went through? Did y'all see him go through the first receiver, second receiver? Because that receiver was not his number one. Who the number one is.
Yeah.
He went through the progression. This is like a 15 or 16-year-old man.
And he's controlling this offense. And like you said, some people should be scared in the Central Texas area because Courtney Parr is only a sophomore. Parr's going to drop back or fake the drop back.
Bad man. They give it to Elbert Jones, man. Elbert Jones like a wrecking ball, man. He, kind of like they used to say, a bull in a china shop.
Yeah, yeah.
When he gets the ball, people get to moving things around. You hear me?
Some furniture moving.
Yeah. A little bit different than Bryce. Bryson Rowland is a shifty. Bryson has some power as well, but Elbert Jones, he's a straight line runner, and he getting downhill in a hurry.
Ball on the 2-yard line. They hand it off, and then they pitch this one backwards to Parr, and Parr is going to be brought down behind the line to scrimmage. Looks like Jones got hit on that one early, and
I'm not sure what that was.
Tried to pitch the ball to Courtney Parr, or he fumbled into Courtney Parr's hands.
He pitched it too.
He did pitch it, but I'm just saying.
That's a risky play.
Very
risky
You see,
play.
he came out immediately. And
my man, I was looking forward to Elbert Jones getting in, man. He's my kind of back. He's a big, strong guy who can really get the ball and motor with it. But I think he showed poor judgment there, so they go back to rolling on second.
Yeah.
Second down, ball on the 5-yard line. Parr going to drop back. Parr floats one out there. And
there was nobody else was going to get this pass other than Bryson Thornton. Jabari Thornton. They had some guys on the inside of him, a guy on the outside of him, and then they had a guy tackling him as he was trying to run his route. Looks like they have a penalty on the play though. Maybe they actually got that tackle on that play.
Yeah, I think they might call this one pass interference. We'll wait to see what the call is.
It's holding. That's what he was doing.
Holding on the defense.
So it's going to be automatic first down. And Rocky asked, how do you stop him? Well, this is how you stop them. When they throw passes, you tackle them.
Well, you got to wait till they catch it, Roy. It's an illegal play if you tackle them before the ball is thrown to them.
This is how you stop them.
Maybe we can get my guy Elbert Jones in the end zone right here.
Well, we'll see. We'll got him first down now after the penalty.
Now don't pitch it, Elbert.
Yeah, they hand this one off up the middle, and a big hit.
He gets to moving things around, doesn't he?
It gets the touchdown in for the score. Another touchdown for La Vega, as they have now got up to 48 points with 4 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Elbert Jones comes out and redeems himself, punches it into the end zone. Touchdown, La Vega Pirates.
How big was that onside kick?
Man,
it was huge, man. The onside kick really took Wimberley out of whatever. If they had a game plan to run the ball, play and methodically move the ball down the field in the second half and eventually catch up due to a stop or a turnover, it kind of takes that out of play right now because they're up. It's 49-21. La Vega's up by 28. The problem is 4 minutes left to go in the third, and you're down 4 scores.
Hold what you got right there, Rocky. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Make sure you share, not only just share, but make sure you follow those pages that you are listening to this game on. You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football on Centex Sports Network and 94.5 FM.
The Friday night lights are on.
Hello, sports fans.
The practice time is over. Are
you ready?
And La Vega Pirates football is on the air on KWBT-FM, Waco, Temple, Killeen.
Let's get straight to it.
Magic 94.5 and 94.5. Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports.
We are back here live. I'm not going to try to pronounce the name of the stadium, y'all. I'm going to leave that.
No, I'm going to say it because I've been to Germany. I used to live in Germany.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Let's let the part German. Go ahead talk to him, Rocky.
Birkelbach. That sounds like one of those German beers, right? Birkelbach. Give me a Birkelbach.
We're having a good time here.
Hey, we're back live. 4:26 left to go here in the third quarter. La Vega kicking this one off, up 48-21. Wimberley's going to receive this one at about the 20-something yard line. They bring it to about the 28-yard line.
Somebody got him. Who got him? Rocky, did you see who made that tackle? It was number 19. Got his hands on him.
Yeah, that's the accountant, Warren Richardson Jr. I don't know why. He just seems like that's an accountant's name. You know what I mean? I'm represented by Warren Richardson Jr.
And associates. So first down and 10, Wimberley coming back out, ball on the 32-yard line. And we're interested to see what are they going to do here.
Pass.
Well, they're going to run it right here with Stover because that's the only success they've had. And I see people getting flipped around out there. And Stover picks up about 2 or 3 yards. It looks like about 1 yard on that first down run.
Well,
it's going to be second down and 9.
That's the best defense of that QB power they've had all night. Looked like the coaching staff from La Vega has maybe drawn something up that where they can kind of prevent that inside run. Looks like what they're doing, I saw on that play, instead of trying to make the play, they're cutting down the pulling lineman. Let's watch it again and see if they try to run that play again. They try to run it again.
Second down and 9.
They wrong shoulder it. That's a great play. So on that QB power, defensive ends are taught to keep your outside shoulder free, right? When you keep your outside shoulder free, what you end up doing is giving him a running lane to the inside. But if you use your wrong shoulder, which is the shoulder, the outside shoulder, you take out his inside shoulder, right? Then you squeeze that hole in the middle, and he has to bounce it. Usually, as it spills outside, the linebackers and the DBs are able to get in and stop the run. That's a great adjustment by.
That's commentary from the Waco High 1988 line defensive tackle, Mr. Rocky Miller. You only get that kind of analysis on Centex Sports.
Drop back pass, big pass down deep end. Looks like he hits his intended receiver as they do get some action going downfield. Bryson Anderson, and I've seen him do the Houston Texans celebration for a first down after they pick up a big play right there.
Man, did they need that.
They did need that, and they've got the ball all the way down to the La Vega 35-yard line after that big pass to Bryson Anderson.
And basically, on the play, I'm going to let you call it, he didn't keep up with the receiver.
Yeah, that's over with. Whatever they did at halftime, they kind of figured out that's the end of that quarterback QB power. So, Roy, before half, they literally ran the QB power all the way down the field.
Yeah.
The last 3 QB powers have totaled 2 yards. Looks like we could say La Vega made an effective adjustment.
And anybody that knows Coach Hyde, he didn't go in there and say, great job, guys. We're up by 14 points and he scored 35 at halftime. He went out there and said, we're going to stop this QB power on the next drive that they have out here. So far, that's what La Vega has done. They drop back on second down, lets this one rip down the middle of the field, and a dangerous pass, incomplete, but I see a flag come out. Looks like they're going to say one of the La Vega guys got there early. And that's kind of a bang-bang call there. I can see that one going either way.
Like I say, they gave him a break on that one. I don't know that they make that call if the game's 21-21.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Both defenders were in position. The one defender went up for the ball, clearly playing the ball. There was some contact, but I don't know if that's pass interference, guys. I mean, I'll let you guys be the judge, but I don't think so.
Well, I think it's pass interference because they called it. So first down and 10, ball on the 20-yard line. 4 wide receiver set. Stover's going to get a QB power right up the middle. He's got some room. And Stover's going to get to the outside, and he's going to be able to take this one all the way to the end zone. But see the late flag come out there.
Man, that was a hold.
Like we're going to get a hold. Looked like multiple holes there, Rocky. I ain't going to lie. Looked like a couple of holes that time.
That lineman, the line judge, he hadn't called nothing.
No.
I mean, I don't really.
And he was about 10 feet from it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't really understand it, but
I think the back judge gave him a chance to call the play, call the hold.
Well, when you see the defender's jersey cover up his numbers, it's probably because someone's pulling that jersey and holding that jersey. You know, it's.
So they back him up. Touchdown will be wiped off the board that time, and it's going to be first down. They'll replay first down, and it looks like it'll be first in about 8.
This is usually when Jace Wiley and Warren Richardson Jr. turns up the heat.
So they drop back to pass. Stover looking for an open man. Gets him in the middle of the field, and
that's a great pass and a great catch.
He's able to complete the catch. Yeah, good catch that time made by Bryson Anderson. Once again, able to good job just getting position on that
slant. That's good football right there, guys. That's a quarterback making the drop, throwing it in the rhythm to number 13.
And number
Bryson
13 was close to getting a penalty called on him. Bryson Anderson.
Yeah, he was surely getting into his celebration.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see how they're able to deal with this QB power on the goal line.
So on the goal line, Stover's going to keep it. Stover waits on the lane, and he gets into the end zone with ease. Not touched that time, and a good drive by Wimberley as they're just steady trying to cut into this lead. Now a minute 14 left to go in the third quarter. It's going to be 27-49. You're down by 3 scores with an entire fourth quarter left to go. But as both of you alluded to earlier, if you do not stop anybody, none of that matters.
Yeah. You know, the good news is there's plenty of time left to go in this game. What's the bad news, Roy?
Bad news is Bryson Rowland and Carr and Jabari Thornton are still playing. So hold what you got. We got to go to a commercial, guys. Having a good time here from Georgetown, Texas. You are listening and watching La Vega Pirate Football on Centex Sports Network and 94.5 FM.
Hello?
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, nothing, girl. Trying to decide where I'm going to find a birthday gift for my boyfriend.
Oh, that's easy. Go over to the hat stand at 900 East Waco Drive.
What do they carry?
They carry men's urban wear, jerseys, hats. They even do custom embroidery. You could get his name on a hat.
What? Really?
Yeah, you can even get a custom birthday shirt made as well.
I'm on my way. Where did you say it was again?
900 East Waco Drive. Right there, next to the Goodwill.
Okay.
The Friday night lights are on.
Hello, sports fans.
The practice time is over.
Are you ready?
And La Vega Pirates football is on the air on KWBT-FM, Waco, Temple, Killeen. Let's get straight to it. 94.5 and 94.5 The Beat.
Ready, set.
Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports.
Hello and welcome back to Georgetown, Texas at Birkelbach Field as La Vega Pirates up 49-28. Wimberley comes out and tries to get an onside kick on the kickoff. La Vega able to recover that one with ease as they've got a 21-point lead and now a short field for La Vega as with a minute 11 left to go in this third quarter. La Vega looking to close this game out.
Well, I think they, again, it's late in the third. There's a whole fourth quarter left. Again, I think you have to still play the game. You can be a little more conservative, I think, in this situation. You can use Bryson Rowland and along with my man Elbert Jones to kind of control the game and also milk some time off the clock. But you have those guys on the field, Jabari Thornton, Mr. the Great, James the Great.
And you still got Bryson Rowland, who just gets the first down carry that time, picks up about 7 yards on the carry. Looks like he got up a little bit slow after that one, and he's going to get them to a 2nd down and 2 now with the ball just past the 50-yard line on about the 46-yard line.
Bryson on that play, the DB did a great job of keeping outside leverage because he gave him a really good shake, and he stayed on the outside and was able to make the tackle. That was one missed tackle from going for a big run.
And on 2nd down, to give the ball back to Bryson Rowland. Makes about 2 or 3 people miss, and then he's slung to the ground that time as it looks like Jace Catrona wanted to get in on the action that time. And,
taking out some frustration, I think.
Yeah,
about a quarter away from the season being over.
And I don't think that La Vega's going to run another play in this. What they're going to have to. They did stop the game clock is still going. Want to shout out to everybody that's watching on Twitter. We're streaming to Twitter for the first time, formerly known as X. Why don't you go ahead and hit the follow button? Love to have you on board the Centex Sports Network family as we bring some of the best sports from around Central Texas and beyond. And so the end of the third quarter, we've come to an end here, and La Vega is up. What's our score, Jalen?
49-28 is the score.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after these messages.
Are you looking for something new and unforgettable in Waco? Come to the Blazing Asian, where authentic Cambodian flavors meet creative culinary flair. Voted People's Choice as Waco's #1 Asian restaurant since 2019 by both the Wacoan Magazine and the Waco Tribune Herald. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin, we're serving up family recipes with a twist. Blazing Asian egg rolls are rolled fresh daily, and their sauces or marinades are made in-house with love. Stop by today. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin. And for Baylor students, enjoy 10% off with your student ID.
Hey guys, it's Rocky and Keisha, and at Prosperity Tax Service, we're all about convenience. We get it. Life is busy. Your time is valuable. That's why we've streamlined the entire process to be as hassle-free as possible.
No more sifting through piles of paperwork or spending hours at an office. With Prosperity Tax Service, you can handle your taxes from the comfort of your own home.
Your financial data is in safe hands with us through our secure and user-friendly customer portal at prosperitytax.com. It's your one-stop shop for all things tax-related. Log in anytime, from anywhere, whether it's from your couch or on the go.
We are experienced tax professionals, well-versed in handling a variety of tax situations.
Back to the action here. 49-28 is the lead for La Vega in the start of the fourth quarter here at Georgetown, Texas. State semifinal game. They hand this one off to Bryson Rowland. He's going to be brought down after about a 9-yard gain, and this is when you just start to lean on them with that run game, run this clock out, and get ready for to pick out your clothes to go to Jerry World.
Hey, I think this is a great time for us to acknowledge some guys who've played a sensational game. We're going to look at number 2, Jaquavian Johnson. We want to look at number 62. Let me get my numbers here. Michael Bryant. Guys on that offensive line that are putting in nasty work.
Yeah.
Crazy work, or is it nasty work?
I think when their position, it'd probably be nasty because they're playing on the O-line. Bryson Rowland on second and short picks up about 6 or 7 yards that time. And, yeah, I mean, those are the guys that don't get the shout-outs, Rocky, and they're doing a great job led by their senior and Ethan Thompson, who's headed down to U of H, I believe, is where he signed to a couple of weeks ago. And this O-line is doing a great job this entire game.
And we might got to add Darian Robinson to that and Zay Gonzalez, man. Those guys are really putting in work, man. They're putting in work. And I mean they putting in nasty work. Right? I can't remember a play where they've been tackled behind with Bryson or any guys.
It's been very few in this game. And, well, you kind of jinxed them right there as they get hit behind the line for about 1 yard.
Man, they giving my man Elbert Jones a hard time back there, man.
They hand that one to Jones, and Jones loses about 1 yard. That time on the first down run, ball will be on about.
See that? I think that 2-yard loss is going to come back to haunt Wimberley. You know why, Roy?
Why is that?
Because that's puts Thornton in play right now.
They're flipping him to the other side, getting him back to Parr's strong hand, and he's back in the one-on-one defense with Ethan Talley, who's had a pretty long night. Second down and 11 now. Ball is on about the 30-yard line, and Courtney Parr is going to roll out to his right. Looked for Thornton, made an adjustment, finds a man in the middle of the field, and able to complete this pass for what looks like it's going to be a first down. And Courtney Parr goes through his reads once again. We know he was looking for Thornton that time, rolled out to that side I said that Thornton rolled to. And he finds another receiver in the middle of the field, picks up enough for the first down.
Yeah, that was James the Great, who did a great job of while Courtney Parr was under pressure, James the Great sat down in the middle of the defense, and Courtney Parr threw a strike to him. Roy, this is the best game Courtney Parr's had since we've been watching him.
Yeah,
he's wheeling and dealing, man.
He's playing up to the moment for sure, and I've been singing his praises all year long.
First down and 10, ball on the 14-yard line. They hand this one off to Bryson Rowland. I see a flag come out to kill this play before it gets started. I believe this one will be a false start.
Looked like it was going to be one of those untouched deals because even though it was a small gap, but it didn't look like anybody was even close to Mr. Rowland on that play.
Yeah, and they blew this one dead for a false start. That'll back him up 5 yards. First down and 15 now after the penalty. backs them up.
So at what point do we get a chance to start resting up guys for next week?
You know, I would have after this drive for sure. You got to start resting guys up because you're getting ready for an opportunity of a lifetime for all of these guys on the field because you never know when you're going to get a chance to go back to a state game. So after this drive is when I would definitely start resting people up. 8:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. La Vega with the lead. They hand this one off on first down. He'll get back to the original spot just about, and it'll be 2nd down and 10 with the ball on the 14-yard line.
Yeah, that's another 4-yard pickup by Bryson Rowland, and that was that 4 yards was courtesy of Zace Gonzalez, Ethan Thompson, Deron Robinson, and Jaquavian Johnson.
I don't even think if you're La Vega, now I wouldn't even pass the ball here. I'm running the ball for the next 2 plays, and if I have to, I'll kick a field goal.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at the field goal.
No, you won't have to kick a field goal. Oh, maybe.
And he's still up on his feet, and now he'll finally be brought down after picking up some good yardage that time on 2nd down.
That
It's going to make it a 3rd and very manageable as Parr on the QB keeper gets to the outside. Yeah,
yeah.
Truck stick somebody over there on that side.
Yeah.
It showed some weight room action right there.
Watch out, little feller. Watch out there. Little fella.
Yeah, I mean, Courtney Parr, he hasn't been featured as a runner very much, but on that play right there, he came out, wasn't, it was wide open, and it was just him and the DB in the alley, and he didn't have nothing but a headache waiting on that DB.
So 3rd down, they hand this one off to Rowland. Rowland stopped short as he was just about to break, and he'll be short of the 1st down marker. He'll be on about the 4-yard line with about 2 or 3 yards to gain there for the 1st down.
Roy, I'm not kicking here.
You're going to put it away?
Well, no. So what I'm saying is, you kick it here. Nothing wrong with your kicking game, but points don't help you here. You know what I mean? Maintaining possession and getting 7 points is what helped. And with the you being able to get a 1st down with
they're
inside.
They're going to get a timeout here to think about that.
Yeah,
continue.
Because I hear your argument, but a field goal, it may put you 4 scores. It's 4 scores in 6 minutes.
No, not with 2 points, man. Not with 2 point.
Well, you'd have to get a 2-point conversion on every one.
Yes.
Yeah. You could.
Yeah.
That puts you at a low.
But what I'm saying is, you're 4th and 2. They haven't really stopped you all game. If you pick up 2 yards here, you're able to maintain possession of the ball with 4 shots to score inside the 5-yard line. Now, and if you don't make it, you're up 21 with Wimberley with the ball inside the 10-yard line. So, again, this isn't a hard decision in my opinion.
You're going for it.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I mean, 6 minutes left to go, 6:20 left to go. You're up 49-28. Wimberley's only able to move the ball really by running it. At this point, if they took a knee, I think they would be
your
okay.
Kicker's got plenty of work today.
Yeah, your kicker has gotten plenty of work on the kickoff. And at this point, if Parr comes out here and takes a knee, I think La Vega will be okay because Wimberley has struggled, honestly, just moving the ball down the field. So 6:20 left to go. See what they decide to do here. Looks like I see Parr coming back out on the field, see Bryson Rowland
I have
coming back out on the field.
Let's watch 21 Marcus Jackson. I have a sneaking suspicion that they may use him on this play right here.
It's a 4th down and 2.
Maybe just a hunch.
The 4-yard line. La Vega going to come out in a close, tight bunch set. And he's going to roll out. Courtney Parr looking. He throws this one into the end zone. And that pass is going to be a touchdown is what they call it. Touchdown. They say this one is a catch. Another touchdown for La Vega, this time provided on 4th down. Courtney Parr took his time, finds a man in the end zone, and this is another La Vega Pirate touchdown.
As my grandmother would say, they wanted punts.
They wanted what?
Punts.
Punts.
They weren't trying to. They weren't trying to just pick up the 1st down. They wanted those points. They want to salt this game away, and it looks like they made the extra point on that one as well. Like I say, the kicker's gotten plenty of work tonight. With 6 minutes, 12 seconds left to go, what's the situation, Jalen?
Well, 6 minutes, 12 seconds left to go. You said the kickers got a lot of work, but right now they look like Amazon. Everybody's getting a lot of work for these La Vega Pirates. They're up 56-28 with just 6 minutes left to go. It's time to just, at this point, get ready for the deep passing game and get ready for Jerry World next Friday.
Yeah, man, they doubled them up, man. They got them doubled up. This is a sensational, performance by La Vega. Wimberley was definitely game. Let's be honest. Wimberley came in here with several different ways to win this game, but you can't win if you can't stop anybody. And let me ask you something, Roy. I haven't seen the punter all game. Have you? Did they even bring the punter?
I think I think he's stuck in traffic.
Yeah, I think his jersey smells like Tide, kind of like my shirt does right now. He hadn't even touched some grass. I don't think he's had to break a sweat coming into this game because they have not punted, as Rocky just brought up, in this game at all. They kicked this one off. It's going to be received at about the 28-yard line. Breaks a tackle, still on his feet. He's moving down the field, and only a couple people to beat. Still on his feet. And he'll be brought down finally at about the 35-yard line as they make a good play. Looks like Jace Morales makes a good play.
I think it's hard to lose a game when there's no punts and no turnover on downs and no turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like an amazing recipe to get a W in the game. Now Wimberley's going to come out good field position. 6 minutes
Well,
left
there's
to
one
go.
turnover. I take that back. There was one turnover right before halftime, right?
Okay.
So they've had, looks like they've had, 9 possessions, 8 touchdowns.
I mean, that's just an amazing job by La Vega in the state semifinals. They didn't come out here to play around whatsoever. Right now, Wimberley with good field position, the ball on the 32-yard line in La Vega territory already after the good kickoff return by Jace Morales. 4 wide receiver set. Stover's going to drop back. Throws this one, and right down in the middle of the field, they get this one to Thames, and Thames able to score right away. They come right out, and they strike right away, get down the field quickly for the score as Wimberley strikes with 5:53 left to go in this one. They fake the QB power that everyone thought was coming, and
throw the Tebow pass.
Yeah, throw the Tebow pass on the jump pass over to the tight end Thames, and he's able to score.
Hey, man, they came here with some tricks, man.
But, the key, Rocky, really wasn't the tricks. That is 2 touchdowns that Wimberley scored because La Vega special teams let these guys get all the way to the 35-yard line.
Yeah.
That's 2 times. And so if La Vega comes out victorious in this game,
they got some things they can work on.
You got to clean that up for the state championship game. You can't, especially is it Carthage that's in the bracket with La Vega?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe so.
So, you can't – teams like that, you can't make those kind of mistakes. So I know that they're kicking, they're directionally kicking it, maybe kicking it a little shorter. They need to do something else because that's 2 times they've done that kick, and Wimberley's got a real good return, really putting it in special teams, and that leads to a quick score. It was just, 6:30?
Mm-hmm.
6:36? So Wimberley scores in less than a minute.
Yeah, down by 21 points.
I'm really impressed with their quarterback, though, Cody Stouffer.
Mm-hmm.
He's really a game guy. Matter of fact, Wimberley hasn't given up, even though La Vega's had an amazing night offensively. The Wimberley offense has, they've had some success.
Yeah.
They just hadn't been able to keep up.
Yeah, well, and that really talks about a good game plan that La Vega came in here with. They came in with the game plan. Let's jump on them early because they didn't come out running. They came out passing.
So look for another potential onside kick right here on this
Pretty
kickoff.
sure they're doing it this time.
They got the hands team in for La Vega and able to secure this one. Great job that time. They get the ball at the 50-yard line. Another short field. And at this point with La Vega, you want to just take off as much time.
Recovered by my man, Elbert Jones. Hopefully my man Elbert gets a few
You got a nickname
carries.
for him yet?
No, man. No, I haven't.
The Hammer Jones picks up the ball on the 50-yard line. La Vega's going to get the ball in great field position. and a chance to take out as much time on the clock as they can.
But that is a good name, Elbert the Hammer Jones. What do you think about that, Roy?
I don't know about that. I don't know if young people do nicknames anymore. I don't know if they,
Because that's what his running style to me is like. The sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Y'all are going even deeper.
Yeah. First down to 10.
Let's see if we can get Elbert to carry here, man.
First and 10, ball on the 50-yard line. Vega's got the ball. 5:50 left to go in the game. This one is going to be a run, and he's got some room. He's still moving to the outside and gets brought down there at the end of that, and that is Hernandez, like you said, who just checked in the game. Another quarterback. And Vega's got two good quarterbacks here on this team, honestly. Jaden Hernandez comes
the way he knifed through that defense, you could call my man Mr. Hernandez the Blade. You know what I mean?
So Rocky's handing out nicknames here for y'all.
Javen the Blade Hernandez in the backfield with Elbert the Hammer Jones.
It sounds like a movie at this point instead of a football game. 5:41
Let's see, can we get the hammer a carry, man? Let's see what happens.
Hernandez still in the backfield. The ball moved all the way up to about the 25-yard line. Hernandez going to keep this one once again. Hernandez brought down after about a 3-yard gain. And what hurt him on that last play before this one was the fact that he got out of bounds and stopped the clock. But at this point, you're just trying to take off as much time as you can. You're up 56-35. And, for all of my La Vega fans out there, you guys, it's time to show up and support. Next week they'll be in Jerry World. You can go out there and get you one of those $30 hamburgers they got.
Well, I'm looking for my man. Whenever the backup quarterback is in, I like to see the starter on the sidelines. Hopefully he's eating a hot dog or sitting laughing with the coach and talking. But I don't. Oh, I see him. He's the hammer right up the middle. For a gain of looks like he gained about 6 on that, right?
Yeah, about a 6-yard gain that time on second down is going to bring up a third and about 5 for them. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout from Wimberley here with 4:49 left to go. So we'll go to a quick break, folks. Stay locked in right here. La Vega Pirate Football. 56-35 is the score. We'll be right back.
Lighthouse Streaming, a full-scale media agency and your go-to source for all things audio and video. Is your church long overdue for audio and video upgrades? Call Lighthouse Streaming for a free consultation. Does your corporate or church event need audio or video production? Don't stress. Call the guys at Lighthouse Streaming. In business since 2017, Lighthouse Streaming has produced hundreds of live events and completed dozens of church and venue installations. Whatever your AV needs are, Lighthouse Streaming has you covered. Give them a call at 254-252-4206. That's 254-252-4206. Or go to lighthousestreaming.com and set up your free consultation.
And back to the action here. 56-35 is the score here with 4:49 left to go in this game. La Vega in full control. 3rd down and 5 with the ball on the 18-yard line. La Vega going to come out in a 3-wide receiver set. Hernandez now at QB, and he keeps this one and gets up the field pretty quickly, able to pick up the first down is what it looks like. He's going to be down just at the line to gain, and I believe that will move those chains, waiting on the signal. And they're going to say just shy of the first down. 4th down and 1 is what they'll call it.
Let's give it to the hammer. I guarantee you, if you give it to the hammer, he'll pick it up.
4th down and 1. Looks like we do have Elbert Jones, a.k.a. the hammer, in the game. And we'll see what La Vega decides to do here. Like you said, Rocky, points don't help you at this point. You're just trying to keep possession to run out more time. And they keep this one right up the middle. Looks kind of like the tush push that we see from Philadelphia every week, as Hernandez is able to pick up the first down. See a very late flag come out. Not sure if that's for a personal foul or what they could have called there, because it was after the play.
I'm sure they're tickling down in the pile. And at this time of the game, the guys are frustrated, and they're making friends down there, and you know.
And you really don't want a penalty to be against. Yeah, you don't want it to be against La Vega if you're Wimberley, because that'll push him back 15.
That'll put him a little closer.
Yeah. Well, I was saying if it was a penalty against La Vega, that'll push them back 15, but it wouldn't hurt him in the distance to the first. And they'll run this whole clock out, this game out with this possession.
Yeah, and I think that one went against Wimberley.
Wimberley, yeah.
And they're going to get – La Vega's going to have the ball on the 6-yard line, folks, with about 3:45 left to go and ticking in this game. La Vega in full control right now with the ball on the 6-yard line, and it looks like it's about 3 minutes away from basketball season in Wimberley as La Vega with the 56-35 lead here. Looks like now they'll stop the clock, and referees discussing something with the La Vega side. Vega's going to move on here in this game after they pick up a 56. Right now, score 56-35 with about 3.5 minutes left to go in the game.
Yeah, they're firmly in control of this game. Wimberley's been game all. You know, they've been. They've put up a really good fight in this game. They have nothing to be ashamed of.
Not at all.
Stover has, put him on his back and really, as much as he could, kept him in the game. La Vega just showed up tonight ready to play and clicking on all cylinders offensively.
And the Vegas, they've been on a run. I mean, they really have peaked at the right time. They really did peak those last few games of that district, after kind of struggling a little bit in Gatesville, kind of let Gatesville get a little closer than they should have gotten. And we found out Gatesville wasn't that bad as they went 3 rounds deep.
Yeah.
But after that game, I mean, La Vega's been like just hitting, it's been lights out and really shows a lot about. I still go back to those non-district games and that season, that season before the season, and how it really kind of got these guys. Coach Hyde found out who is who plays where, who's ready to play, and all of those kind of things. And so I want to thank everybody, all of our Waco people, Waco fans back home that listen to 94.5, that are listening on YouTube. Want to thank all of you guys for tuning in. Make sure you lock in. If we can, in any way possible, we're going to try to make sure we broadcast that game, that state conference game, that state championship game.
And this one's going to be a QB keeper for Javen Hernandez, who gets into the end zone, and that's great to see him get a chance to come out here and score as they extend the lead now to 62 points with 3 minutes left to go in this game as La Vega right here on the heels of heading to the state championship game.
Well, we have I'm here monitoring the feed here on Facebook, and we have a listener that had a great contribution. I wish I could have used his contributions to the show, because Kyle Donaldson said it's hammer time right now. You know what I mean? And that's what I thought, Kyle. I thought it was hammer time as well. But Javian the Blade Hernandez came in and took care of business and would scored the touchdown, man. Hey, anybody out there, I want to thank you guys for listening, man. Roy and we brought the heavy hitter in, Jalen, with the show today, man. We've had a great time broadcasting this game. If you want to support this broadcast, we really would like you to support this broadcast. Send a donation via Cash App, $254 Media Group. That's $244 Media Group. You guys, we're going to Jury World next week. And if you've ever been to Jury World, we need all our coins together.
Hey, water $6, y'all.
Yeah, man. So if you want to support this broadcast, if you want to keep us putting together quality content.
And it costs. So some of these broadcasts cost for us to even get the rights to these broadcasts. So we're not just asking for just any help. And so anything that you can do definitely is appreciated. I was at the bank this week, Rocky, and one of the ladies at the bank said, "What is that Cash App number?" Now, I don't know if she put anything in there or not. Ooh.
We got a big hit on kickoff as these boys are still out here thumping, as they can smell.
Who was it? Who was it?
It was
Rocky.
Oh, that was the hammer.
That was the hammer.
and it definitely was hammer time.
Big hit there on kickoff.
Elbert Jones, hammer time.
No. Hey, that was the Hammer Jones, man. Hey, look at here, man. He earned that name.
Yeah.
He earned that name on that hit. There was nothing left of that defender. I mean, that player when he finished with it, man.
No.
I just like the physicality he plays with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He sparingly get a chance to run the ball. He does contribute on defense, but the physicality he plays with, I love it.
Cade Stover going to drop back on first down, and he's trying to escape some La Vega defenders, and they get right to him right away for a sack. And these players.
That's the count once again on the sack.
Warren Richardson Jr. and associates get the sack once again.
Shout out to the Wimberley fans, because I know we got some Wimberley fans that are probably
for sure.
listening, tuning in, or watching. Hey, your team had a great season.
Man.
And to get to this point, I never made it to this point in high school playoffs. And to get to the game before state, huge accomplishment by that community, those coaches, those parents, and those kids. And so we definitely want to applaud you for having another great season in Wimberley.
Definitely a great season for the Wimberley and for your fans that got a chance to listen to this. And for Cade Stover, to be a starting quarterback on this team since your sophomore year, you lose in state. Your junior year, you lose in the state semifinals. In your senior year, they're going to come up short in the state semifinals. A great accomplishment, because most people never get to any of those games as Stover throws a rope over here on the sideline, but incomplete as the receiver wasn't able to keep it. Most people don't get to any of those games. And for him to go 3 years as a starter, 3 years either in state or the game right before is a great accomplishment for him.
Yeah, man, this is a rough time of year for it's a great time of year for some if you end up on the winning end. If you end up on the losing end, it is. I mean, this one hurts, man. This is going to hurt guys, especially those seniors, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to those seniors who worked hard and made it to this game in their senior year, and unfortunately it didn't go their way. But looks like that was fourth down. Looks like La Vega will get the ball back, and I imagine they'll take some knees right now. I don't suspect.
Yeah, 154 left to go here. You can hear the La Vega sideline erupting as they're ready to send their guys off to Jerry World, to AT&T Stadium for a chance at the state title. And I think they're going to be playing those boys out there in East Texas. Now, I got a chance to go down to Carthage a couple of weeks ago to do an MCC basketball game. They got a nice high school out there. Right next to the high school is a hamburger spot called Juicy Burgers. I said, man, this must be how these boys be getting big. I mean, it's right it's almost in the cafeteria. It's right next to the high school, and it's about 2 or 3 other food places before you even see a gas station right next to Carthage. And I think that's who they'll be playing is the Carthage Bulldogs. I haven't got an official update on that yet, but my anticipation tells me that it'll be Carthage, and see Hernandez get a run here on first down and 10 with the ball on the 33-yard line as the Vega just trying to run this one out.
Hey, man, I want to give you guys a tip out there if you're listening. I'm going to give you a tip. There's a great restaurant in Lacey Lakeview called Black Pot.
Yeah.
And if you haven't, this is not a paid advertisement or anything like that. They are a sensational restaurant. My wife and I had an opportunity to recently eat there, and the food was amazing. The gumbo was absolutely amazing. And guess what, Roy? This Sunday, you wouldn't believe what they have, boy.
What do they got this Sunday, Rock?
A soul food buffet.
Look at he dressed it up there.
Buffet. and for those of y'all who don't know what a buffet is, that means all you can eat.
Hey,
I don't suggest you eat all you can eat, but I'm just saying.
You can.
But you can if you want to. So, man, support Black Pot, man. They're a great restaurant. When we went earlier this week, man, it was few people there, but the food was just too good for me to keep that information all to myself. So I want you to go and tell them Rocky sent you, all right?
Tell them Rocky sent. Listen, that's a non-paid endorsement by Rocky. Hey, and I can't witness this great food. Hey, this game is getting ready to come to an end, but before we go, let me say, remember that on Monday, Centex Prime Time is coming to 94.5, and you will be able to hear Jalen Gillis play-by-play today. He has the best sports talk show in Central Texas, and make sure you get on there and support it. So, Rocky, it's all over with.
Turn out the lights. The party's over. All good things.
Okay, we gotta stop. We gotta stop the singing. Jalen, any final thoughts?
Yeah, La Vega comes out with the win in this one. Big time win for the La Vega Pirates as they're going to be heading to Jerry World once again.
That's AT&T Stadium.
AT&T Stadium, a.k.a. Jerry World, a.k.a. the Cowboys Stadium out there in Arlington, Texas. Bring your wallets with you because you're going to pay $30 for some mozzarella sticks. But you'll get to see the La Vega Pirates have a chance to defend or to win a state title. None of these kids, even Bryson Rowland, I think were in high school whenever La Vega got their last state title ring in 2018, I believe. So this is a new chance for all of these kids to get a chance and go out and win a state title and earn their place in La Vega history books.
It's funny. I heard about this group of kids, Bryson Rowland and a few other kids that are seniors, when they were in 8th grade.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say they had a very successful run in junior high, and a lot of people in the La Vega area were anticipating them having a successful and very impactful, run in high school. And I know they are happy that these guys who they saw promise at a very young age has delivered, and they'll be playing for it all on Friday.
And they'll be taking on Carthage as Carthage has got a 45-17 lead on Brock with a few minutes left in the fourth quarter. So you'll get the rematch. This will be another time. La Vega's played this team multiple times. They know the opponent. Both coaching staffs know each other. They know what's at stake here. They'll be taking on Carthage in the state title game. I'm sure that game will be next Friday in AT&T Stadium. So once again, want to thank everybody for listening in with us on 94.5, Magic 94.5. Want to thank everybody for listening and watching on Centex Sports Network, whether that's on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, wherever you are watching or listening from. Thank you guys for listening. We definitely want to have a chance to bring this broadcast to you guys next week, and we will see you guys then. Want to thank everybody once again. Centex Primetime will be on the radio station on 94.5 FM on Monday at 5 o'clock. Going here for 5 to 7 p.m. Centex Primetime. You'll hear me on there with guys like Rocky Miller on there talking some sports. You'll hear guys like the WISD Hall of Famer Wayne Walker talking some sports. And really want to thank you guys for letting me get a chance to get on there and talk to you guys about some sports. So that'll be at 5 p.m. as La Vega is celebrating here on the field. They're headed to AT&T Stadium. Thanks, everybody, for listening in with us today. We will see you guys next week live from Jerry World. Thank you, guys, and everybody drive home safely. Good night.
The Friday night lights are on.
Hello, sports fans.
The practice time is over.
Are you ready?
And La Vega Pirates football is on the air on KWBT-FM, Waco, Temple, Killeen. Let's get straight to it. Magic 94.5 and 94.5 The Beat.
Ready, set.
Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports.
From my family hello, my name is Roy Gillis, founder and CEO of Lighthouse Streaming. Over the last 4 years, we've had some tremendous successes. none of which could have been accomplished without you, our clients, and our viewers. From my family and the staff of Lighthouse Streaming, thank you.